can hear that.
I pray we get copyrighted because we.
Yeah, Lord will.
Ready. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah,
Bahasham,
Yahawashi,
Bahasham, Rachakwadash, Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who rule wedded touches his truth. Peace, love, and blessings, salutations to you, Akim. That's a part of the Bahasham, Dawadah, the house of David. All right, we're the Hebrew Israelites. As you know, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America, which in the scriptures are known as Babylon. Okay, the daughter of Babylon, virgin daughter of Babylon, so forth and so forth. Egypt, all over again, the Roman Empire, all rolled up into America. All right, and we know through the Spirit, according to the Holy Scriptures, which is the word of the Lord, that this place is going to be destroyed. All right, hey, by thermonuclear destruction, by fire. Okay, but before even that, then you're gonna have specific things happening to where this economy is gonna crash. Okay, because what did Trump say? He said World War III is close. He got these tariffs on specific countries in the world, and we're seeing prices rise on eggs. We're seeing people with cars. It's harder for them to get automotive parts. Okay, shalom, sis. Shalom. It's harder for them to get automotive parts overseas because majority of these cars, like Toyota, BMW, things of that nature that aren't American made, okay, you have to get those parts from overseas. But just showing you through the Spirit that this place is crumbling, it's crashing, and like the brother said on the live, you know, hey, this place is finished. All right, so we're gonna go into it. You got it, bro.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 51. Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 1. It says, "Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that
Now, what Babylon is it talking about? It's a like it for the music. It's Satan, this dude over there. He never plays right there, but all of a sudden now, you know. But whatever though, Lord willing, y'all can still hear us. So the Babylon that it's talking about is America. And why do we say that? Because you'll get a dumb Christian that come up and be like, well, that was the Babylon back then. Well, no. Okay? The Babylon back then wasn't prophesied about getting destroyed by fire. Okay? When you read in the book of Revelations, come out of her, my people, all right, come out of the midst of Babylon, the Lord was talking about actually America. Because this place takes on the customs of all these ancient kingdoms that were before it.
of them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind."
Yep. A destroying wind rise up against them, a destroying wind, and that destroying wind is going to be those missiles hitting this place. And it's going to create what you would call a mushroom cloud. Okay, and that mushroom cloud, when those missiles are simultaneously being hitting impact of America, it's going to spread out. Okay, just like when you watch that TV shows Fallout, when them nukes or them bombs that they had went off, all you seen was the destruction, and then you seen a wind, and that wind, when it passed through the city, all right, it was destroying shit.
That's right. I got a quick one.
Yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Yep. Is there anything whereof it may be said, See, this is new?"
Yeah, because, hey, just like these holidays, okay? Hey, these things go all the way back to ancient things. But what happens is that the so-called white man in America, he basically revives them and revitalizes them and changes them up. Like Christmas just goes back to Nimrod.
Yeah.
Okay? Ceramics, Tammuz, that's the Virgin Mary that these Catholics worship. All these things go back to specific things. Hey, the coffins are the coffins.
Oh, the sarcophagus.
That just goes back to sarcophagus, man. And then you see that Egypt, or this place is Egypt all over again because of the Egyptian pyramid on the back of a dollar bill. So there's nothing new under the sun. That's why this place is a melting pot.
Yeah, of all the gods,
Mhm.
and even like the days of the week.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Thursday,
yeah.
Friday.
Thursday
You know?
goes back to Thor, Greek.
Mhm.
All the Monday through Sunday, it just goes back to the Greeks.
Right,
That's it.
different gods. And even then, you know, the Romans, they worship Greek gods, but they just changed their names.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, they do. What do they do? The fish Friday shit, which goes back to day god,
Oh, right.
the fish god. The hat that the Pope wears, that's a fish,
It's
a fucking
like
fish.
fish mouth, yeah.
It's a fish mouth. It goes back to day god. So there's nothing new
Right.
under the sun.
It hath been already of old time, which was before us.
Yeah, and what these devils did is they just brought them back in America. They got you idiots out here worshiping.
Yeah.
They what do they do? They just hide it. They're not gonna come out and tell you that what is it? February.
February,
Valentine's Day goes back to
Lupercalia.
Lupercalia, or Easter goes back to who?
Ishtar.
Yeah, Ishtar, which are all fertility gods. That's what the whole rabbit and the egg shit is about.
Right.
It's a spirit that comes behind all these. Christmas goes back to Nimrod. All right? Hey, Shalom, Karatazah, Yahawashi, Brakatah. But these things that this devil he does, and you people out there worship him. I mean, you're worshiping. So we know through the spirit that this great melting pot is going to be destroyed by a great a wind, which is going to be a fiery wind.
Verse 2.
Oh, you had that tornado over there. And it was a
Recently,
yeah, I forgot where it was, but it was a chariot that was going by it. Somebody caught it on camera. The chariot was going toward the tornado, and somebody caught it on their TV.
Oh, that's nice.
And then the weatherman tried to get in front of the chariot. you devils are through.
Yeah. It says, verse 2, Isaiah 51 and verse 2, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day
shall empty her land. Because like we was talking about on a live earlier, the pre-camp, all right, hey, when is 2/3 gonna get it? When the houses be empty and the land be utterly wasted. Yeah, and desolate. So the same thing is gonna happen. It's the revolving circle. Hey, nothing ever changes up in the scriptures. The Lord is not the author of confusion. He said he was going to destroy America. He may say Egypt. He may say Babylon. He may say the virgin daughter of Babylon. But it's going to be the same destruction that he's talking about with those places. It's going to be America. He's only talking about America.
Right. Hey, and then Jeremiah the prophet said the same thing as Isaiah the prophet.
Yeah.
Just as well as John the Revelator said it.
Yeah.
Because, hey man, this is Yahawashi script, you know, and he gave the understanding to certain prophets, and how much more now us who truly are living in the last days, and we have been given that's what revelation means, the revealing to what is the MOTB. Where is Babylon the Great? Because you have some people say that, Babylon the Great is the Catholic Church. Well, that's absolutely wrong, because the Catholic Church ain't a place where people come and they sell things and buy things.
Right.
That's not that's the zeal, but not according to knowledge.
That's right.
It says I'm gonna start from the top again. Isaiah 51 and verse 2, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yep, they shall be against her round about, because you're going to have these certain specific other nations, which they're already against her round about. They're just waiting. All it is a push of a button. And see, you know what's happening too? Trump keeps egging on Putin. He keeps egging him on, but it's prophecy, because through the spirit, keep on egging him on, because all that's going to lead up to is a God getting the hooks put in their jaw to turn back to destroy this place, along with the what is the scripture called him? Ishmael.
Ishmael. You're talking about the Iranians?
Persians. Yep. Yeah. It's like the Persians, along with the Persians, and we see that that's going to happen because Iran and Russia are what? They're allies.
Right.
Hey, on the low, allies, but they're allies, and that's what they said they were going to do. They were going to be allies on the low.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you even had Zelensky try to assassinate President Vladimir Putin. All right, and then you had what was his name? Trump calling them crazy. right? And then what he do? He started sending, missiles towards these drone operating places, right? Drone making places, the factory, right? And then it's all escalating towards World War III because now, well, they again, how you know that America is the spearhead of the UN and NATO is that they weren't given the okay for Ukraine to throw long-range missiles. These other nations is like, yeah, hell yeah, do that shit. Let them fly deeper into Russia, especially Moscow, right? So it's America that's pulling the strings, and they haven't given the okay, but these other nations like, yeah, it got reiterated this time where Trump was calling Putin crazy for basically, retaliating for hey, they try to kill the man, and he didn't go after civilian population, or he didn't even try to go after Zelensky himself. He went just towards the you could say the weapons that try to kill him.
Yeah.
So hey, the West points this dude Putin as some crazy, tyrannical man, when in reality he's more cool, calm, and collective than goddamn Zelensky.
Yeah. Yep.
Verse 3, it says, against Jeremiah 51 and verse 3, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men. Right,
so that archer represents those that have those missiles. Okay? Read that part again.
Yeah, my fault. This is Isaiah 51 and verse 3. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow.
Yeah, let the archer bend his bow, because the bow represents the silos. The arrow represents what? Those nuclear warheads. And those bows are already bent. All it is a push of a button. Okay? That's all it is. So through the Spirit, those that have the bow, bend it. Basically, keep it ready.
It says, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroying ye utterly all her host.
Yeah, because, hey, does America spare?
Nope.
Does the so-called white man spare? I mean, we see the history of this devil. When he goes to other countries, especially when they were in Iraq. Man,
oh, yeah.
When they were in Iraq, they wasn't sparing shit.
Nah.
I know some brothers that was over there.
Oh shit.
And they didn't spare nothing. They went, they took over, they came, saw, they conquered. That's why them Iraqis was like, look, man, we'll surrender, man, just get out of our land. Because all you devils did was send this goddamn Satan-ass military over there to terrorize them Persians, man.
Yeah.
That's all y'all did. So the Lord's gonna have it to where, hey, when those missiles are shot, they're not gonna spare anything. Kids, children, grandmothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, is not gonna matter. Right. Putin ain't gonna be, in Putin's mind, it ain't gonna be, well, they do got kids over there. Yeah. Because the Lord's gonna be dealing with these heathen nations to shoot those missiles, and they're not gonna spare. There's not gonna be a thought in the mind where Putin's gonna get to the button and then just, you know what, do I want to, let me think about, man, let me think about the kids, let me think about mine. It's not going to happen.
Hell no.
I got a grandmother. I got kids. It ain't going to happen, man. The Lord just going to have them push that button, man.
Yeah,
boom.
Yeah, push the button.
Bye, America.
I got a quick
Israel, too. You got them small hats. You're going to get destroyed, too.
Man, I be seeing them pictures of how they doing Gaza. You'd be like, shit, but they doing that, to ultimately rebuild it, because now they called it, I think, like Project like Gideon or something like that, where they're just coming in through, just steamrolling, it's crazy out there. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 11. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence.
That's right, and that's the power that the Lord has. Hey, when those chariots come swinging through, and that concentrated heat that they give off, because the chariots gonna have a part in zapping you idiots too. Yeah. That's what was happening in Egypt. You know what I'm saying? The chariots was burning 2/3. You know what I'm saying? So what you think is gonna happen over here? Just like that movie, The War of the Worlds. When those chariots in that movie, The War of the Worlds, was zapping people with that concentrated heat, they were turning into dust.
Yeah, that's right. And it says, continuing verse 12, the earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, and the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep.
Yeah, because the earth ultimately, everything that you see is living. It fears Yahawashi, the Creator. And when the Lord comes, he makes his presence known. Mm-hmm. That's why you see these whirlwinds happening. You see these specific tornadoes, earthquakes in diverse places, okay? Fires, just basically things that are above people's pay grade and understanding on why these things are happening. The Lord said he has his way in the whirlwind.
That's right. It says, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before Yahawashi, and before the glory of his power.
They feared. That's the fear that the Lord has upon all creation. Mm-hmm. And that's the power that he has. And you're going to soon come and see that.
That's right. You're
going to see it, man. Especially when Yahawashi cracked in clouds. It's going to be, man. It's going to be a sight.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sight. And I pray we on the good side of it.
Yeah, that's right. Verse 13, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow.
Yeah, because it's ultimately Yahawashi that created the smith and the waster to destroy. Mm-hmm. It's the Lord that created these, put the spirit on them to create these nuclear missiles. That's right. For what? For his pleasure.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they
actually, after that, can we get Joel the 2nd chapter?
Okay. It says, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, the brother sent me the link to the Golden Dome that Trump so-called wants to build to try to stop nuclear threats from coming over to America. But it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. Why? Because Yahawashi sanctioned for America to be destroyed. So it don't matter how much domes Trump creates, how much missile defense systems this man thinks he has, the Lord gonna turn the switch on all that shit off. Mm-hmm. And them the chariots, when they be in the presence of these specific nuclear sites and things of that nature, it messes up their frequencies. You had the chariots mess with nuclear sites, and then what's going on? It's the angels messing with the frequency of the inside of that nuclear site, turning things on, turning things off. You had a chariot shoot down a USSR missile a long time ago.
Right.
I think I did a video on it a while back.
Yeah, I remember.
And the chariot, they shot this missile off. It was a test. And the chariot flew in and zapped it twice and flew out and dismantled it. So tell me the power that we serve ain't bad, man.
Yeah. That's right. They show you that in that movie of The Fourth Kind.
Oh yeah, yep.
Where it was disrupting like energies, where the camera would like flicker and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And that was actual footage of a chariot.
Yeah. Up in when they visited that lady.
Yep. It took her took her ass. she got off.
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse. When we start at
chapter 2.
Oh, sorry.
2 and 1.
This is Joel chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
And wear that trumpet, according to Isaiah 58. Okay, yeah. Wear that trumpet. Back then, you would blow a trumpet in the city if the enemy was coming, or in cases of war, to warn who? Israel. Right. You would have the watchman on the tower, which we represent the watchman right now. Okay, and you would have them blow the trumpet to warn Israel that the enemy was coming. So now we're doing the same thing, but we're blowing the trumpet through the tube. Right. And we're using our voice and we're projecting it through the camera, okay? And the video, it goes out to specific platforms, and the Lord uses the videos to go out to the elect. It's called the worldwide internet, okay, which is the unicorn that the scriptures talk about.
It says, sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi cometh.
Yep, and we see that it's vastly approaching. Mm-hmm. Can you actually, after you read that verse, get that peace and safety?
Okay, got you.
And then we can go back to that.
It says, for it is nigh at hand.
It is nigh at hand. Because what it is right now is everything seems cool. Everything seems calmly. Because you can walk around. But hey, when that C-19 was going on, you people were losing your minds.
Oh, yeah.
We can't go outside. We got to wear a mask everywhere. You people were...
Social distancing?
Yeah, social distancing, 6 feet here, there. You know, you can't walk into the store without a records of your goddamn venom shot. You people are losing your minds. But now you think, oh, well, it's over. It ain't ever going to be over. That was just a test run.
Yeah, you even had the elite say that. Oh, the seat thing was just a little precursor. Because the elites, they like to gauge things.
Yeah.
You know? Let's throw that out there, and let's see how the people react. Because it's just you know, data for the elites.
Mm-hmm. And they still going to be trying to come at the necks of people that didn't take that juice.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. You want me to just get to the point?
Yeah.
Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety.
Oh, what did Trump say? He's going to prevent World War III because we don't know how close.
Right.
That's a form of peace and safety. Mm-hmm. He said that he was going to make America bring it back to its golden age.
Right.
That's a form of peace and safety, and you idiots then ate it up. Trump ain't did nothing since he been in office, but tariffs and specific other things. Just like when Obama flaming ass was in office, he didn't do shit. He was just there. He was just a face.
Right. Hey, he's putting hell. The thing that he's putting hell on Jake.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, right, deporting your ass, taking away your benefits, because for the most part is Jacob that's on these government aids and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, don't get it twisted. You got a lot of Edomites too, which of course the narrative gets pointed towards these leeches of the system of the sucking on the welfare tip.
Yeah.
You know, but it's a lot of Edomites.
Yep.
You know.
And all that is soon to be done away with. Child support, that government assistance, housing, Section 8. All of that is going to be done away with soon. You women going to have to fend for yourself.
Mm-hmm. They're already having a tough time. Oh, I need a man and this and that. How much more when Jacob trouble starts?
Yep.
You know. It says, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child.
Sudden destruction. So the moment you think everything is cool, that's usually what happens. I mean, when you watch specific movies, we safe. You sitting there, you watching the movie, and you think like, nah, that motherfucker ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dead. He about to come right back. You know, and that's what happens. So that's just like this. I mean, it's a dramatic movie. You know what I'm saying? So when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall come, and that's all that's going to happen. This place is going to get shut down again.
Right. Hey, because we're coming to that crescendo going into like that peak, and we're not at that peak yet. You know, it's Jacob's trouble, man. That's going to be, you know, getting to it, and it's ultimately going to come down when, like the brother stated, you got the chariots of the Lord going to be zapping you goddamn evil, wicked people, right? As well as, you know, that besom of destruction's going to sweep a lot of you as well. Those that. If you make it all the way into the nuclear fire, amen, the Lord, he really hated you.
Yeah.
Because you have to survive the pestilences that's coming. Right? You have to survive the different, soldiers running up in your house, right? Famine, guillotines, the persecution, everything, man. And the cherry on top is, I don't survive this. Absolutely not, man.
Yeah, you better hope if you go to the missile, you better hope a chariot zap you before that.
Hey man, who knows? Because you getting burnt the fuck up too.
Yeah.
Shit, that's terrible judgment in itself as well. Damn. Either way, man, a lot of people they finna get burnt up.
Yeah. Yep.
It says, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
And ain't none of y'all gonna escape. Just because you took that juice. You didn't escape now. You really just got bamboozled.
Oh, right.
All y'all that took even one of them. Well, I only took one. It don't matter. You got bamboozled. All right? Hey, us brothers, we didn't take none of that shit.
Hell
we
no.
still got jobs.
Mm-hmm.
We still able to go to the store mask free.
Right. Uh-huh.
We able to go in the spots. So you got bamboozled.
Right.
They said, oh, sorry.
You got it.
I was gonna say they sat there and told you all these things,
Mm-hmm.
and because of the lust of the world, that's why you got them that goddamn cipher and all that, them juices, man. Because y'all friends of the world and y'all lusted of the world. Y'all wanted to be in society. We didn't too much care. We was hoping that the Lord was gonna come back in the midst of that, or something was gonna happen, which we understood through the Spirit, that the sea hip still had to come, but we was hoping that came in the midst of it. But you people, because you wanted to go outside so bad, because you had to go to the store, which we gotta go to the store, but you didn't need medicinal medical records in order to go to the store. You needed that shit
To go out.
to go to an opera concert, to go to a club,
Right.
or a bar if they were open, or a restaurant or something like that.
Hey, because you had Lupe Fiasco. He was like, y'all can't come into my concert unless y'all is jabbed up.
Yep.
Right? And then look at that shit now. Has he apologized for giving you bait? Absolutely not. And like the brother stated, we cool, right? And all those that took part in the devil juice, hey, guess what? Your lifespan has now decreased drastically depending on how many juices you took.
Yeah.
So I'm triple. I got all my boosters.
Triple up, yeah.
Triple
stack.
Yeah.
That triple stack.
Yeah.
Triple stack.
Oh yeah, man. And guess what? That's ultimately for your destruction.
Yeah.
Because you trusted in the devil, man. Knowing he ain't giving you nothing for free. But then what? He gives you jabs, right? And they were targeting the Israelite community. Oh, we got to give it to the blacks, the Hispanics, and the Native Americans. They said it like that.
Yeah.
When I was picking like a fine.
Oh, my mom. She did that. She wants
What's that song go? Una fe because it gonna she has so much money.
Continuing in 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 4, but ye brethren are not in darkness.
Yeah, we are not in darkness. That jab, we didn't get that jab because we weren't in darkness. Just like General Yahawashi said, oh, we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna be able to go to the beaches and all.
Oh yeah.
He forced his congregation to tell you that dude's gonna die a terrible death. There ain't no getting that one back. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, well shit, they
You
done.
can't take the juice out of.
Right, yeah, because it changed your DNA. The shit was fucking mRNA, CRISPR technology, which it literally there's little robots that's cutting into splicing your DNA and changing that. And the elder out there from Mississippi, he went into that. That in our DNA, everybody's DNA has the print of the Most High in it. It's just like when you draw a painting. You draw a painting, and what do? You sign at the bottom right there. Hey, this, I did this. And that goes into the Heavenly Father, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. He done made humans, man, and stamped it right there.
Because we are His people.
Right.
Everything is His.
Oh, that's right.
He is everything, but everything is His also.
Right. Yeah. That's his name. He is. That's dope right there, man. That's ultimate Jake.
Yep.
Verse 4, 1 Thessalonians 5 verse 4 again. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day should overtake you as a thief.
Because we're the watchmen. And then we're not in dark, man. We watch week in and week out. We watch, we see what's going on. Yeah, we live our everyday lives, but we ain't in darkness that day should take us by a thief. That's why we're out here. Because we're ultimately warning Jake.
Yeah.
They could have been Jake right here. You know what I'm saying? They had, but they could be Jake.
Ugandan or some shit,
That's pretty much
That's it right there.
Yeah, we can go back to Joel.
Okay.
So that day ain't gonna overtake us or take us by storm. There ain't gonna be a day to where we're like, hey, damn, bro, that shit, damn, I'm surprised that happened so fast. No, that's what happens when you fall out the faith.
Focus. Your focus ain't on prophecy no more. Your focus is on my children, my wife, my job. Hey man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Not saying be a goddamn deadbeat, but it's things outside of these things. Worldly things that are truly more valuable. Your salvation. You can't put a price on your salvation.
Right.
I'm finna spend 30 shekels on my salvation. It don't work like that, man.
That's right.
Back in Joel chapter 2 and verse 2. a day of darkness and of gloominess.
Yeah, that's the day of the Lord. A day of darkness and gloominess. These Christians got it twisted. They think when the Lord comes back, it's gonna be people gonna be singing, "I'm gonna let it shine."
Yeah.
No, that's not no. Though when the Lord comes back, the fire, like the scriptures say, what if it already be kindled, the fire?
Yeah. That's Yahawashi.
Yep.
And it go, that's you look at it up in the different translations, and it goes into basically Yahawashi. He wants hell to come to earth, right? Because it's that phrase, "What if I?" Meaning, hey man, I'm with it, right? Because it's the will of the Lord to bring anguish and destruction to the people of starting here in America, right? Because America is one of the most is the proudest kingdom, in the face of human history. You see Trump, right? Hey man, we're gonna do this golden dome and it's gonna be perfect. We're gonna be unstoppable, basically, right? Because these other nations are getting. They don't want that. It's like a space type of deal, to where the satellites are gonna have like rockets in it, so that way it could intercept whatever rockets get thrown towards it.
Yeah.
And how it's much easier that way to have like a nuke in space, and you just throw it towards Iran or to Russia or whatever, And even I was watching different truthers. And they were going into what it's like it unto what's that movie with a Terminator, Skynet, right? Because now the shit is going to basically keep an eye on you. That's part of, you could say, like the technocracy of everything,
Yeah.
You found it?
Yeah. It's Luke chapter 12, verse 49. It says, "I'm come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it be kindled?" If it be already kindled.
Right. So that what will I going into the Lord, he ultimately he wants this to happen. He wants death and destruction here, and he's just gonna add to it, right? Because like the brother stated, it's not just Jesus gonna come and we gonna sing kumbaya. You're gonna have the black man next to the Chinese man, next to the white man, next to the Arab man, right? Like the pamphlets of what's that? Watchtower.
Watchtower.
It's everybody just singing along, right? One happy family. It doesn't work like that unless those people are Israelite foreigners. Then that's the only way that's gonna happen, right?
And that Watchtower pamphlet is just for face value,
Right?
Because them Mormons, they don't even. It's a specific scripture that says, if you got dark skin, then you're cursed.
Oh no, that's Jehovah Witness.
Also like it, Jehovah Witness.
But yeah, like you said, that that's a big thing in it. I done seen a little animation of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it had like nice little like Edomite looking dudes, and then they turned dark, and then it was like demons on them, and they were all like mean mugging the camera and shit.
Crazy, but that's what these devils think about you, tribes.
Yeah.
That's what they think about you.
That's why they call you black.
Yep. But really, they try to switch it around, because really they're the ones that curse. They just got a complete leprosy over them.
Yeah, clean lepers.
Yeah, clean leprosy, and that was the mark that was put upon Cain.
Right.
And that mark came back in reincarnation through Esau. As Joshua wasted away his heat.
Yeah, because nature even shows you that albinoism is like a defect.
Defect, yeah.
It gets to the point to where they bully. Like I was watching like chimpanzees, and chimpanzee will beat the shit out of a albino chimpanzee, just on account of he's different. And the bitches don't fuck with him because they're not trying to procreate and have like an albino baby, because they understand that it's not right. Everybody has a melanin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That bitch got some attitude. Nasty bitch. Let me see.
Yeah,
Go ahead. Back in Joel chapter 2 and verse 2, I started from the top. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness.
Even the Hebrews know that that's not the truth.
That's the second person.
Yep. That's Elon too.
Oh yeah.
Elamite came up and wanted to take a picture of Caesar or Serapis, because the world getting more hit to them knowing that the Lord isn't a so-called white man.
Right.
There's undeniable proof. Putin opened up the vault. The saints were dark-skinned, melanated. You know, the Catholic Church still has those goddamn pagan idols up there, but it is all iconoclasm.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's we're going into Thessalonians. You know, it's until the Lord lets. That's when it's going get them out of power.
Yeah.
It says a day of clouds and thick darkness as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Yeah, because these days that we're heading into, this is the end all be all. This is the what did it say? The war to end all wars?
Oh yeah.
This is gonna be it. Hey, when we after this destruction happens, there ain't gonna be no more war. It tells you that in the scriptures.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is the end all be all. The kingdom for Israel is coming. There ain't gonna be no war. It's just gonna be Israel handing out ass whoopings.
Yeah. In righteousness. Yeah, because Esau, he's going to be in the kingdom too. Yes, Esau, Edom is going to be in the kingdom of heaven, as well as Moabites, these so-called Chinese man. But the only thing is that there's always a little. You got to read the fine print, like Esau does, right? But in our society, there's going to be no fine print. It's going to be all out in the open, right? And you're going to know, hey, man, these are the guys that are truly in rule. Because we're not going to be hiding behind, it's like the Wizard of Oz. It's some frail Edomite. We're going to let it be known, yeah, this us right here. We're truly in power. We are truly ruling through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. Right? And like I said, Esau, Edom, he's going to be in the kingdom. The only thing is he's going to be a goddamn slave.
That's right.
I
got this for you. This is Micah chapter 4, verse, let me see, 4 and 3. And he shall judge among many people and rebuke strong nations afar off. And they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up a sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore.
Right, so that's going to be when the kingdom is established, right? Because right now you say, well, shouldn't there be peace all over the earth? Well, that gives you an indication that the so-called JOOs that are out there, that's not them. Truly, when our kingdom is established, right? There ain't gonna be no Kalashnikovs, there ain't gonna be no AR-15s, ain't gonna be none of that, man, right? You're gonna turn that metal, you're gonna smelt it and turn it into, a sheath. Right, you gonna turn it into some hedge clippers or something.
Shovel.
Right, it's gonna be a whole lot of agriculture that needs to be done, right? Because hey, that's gonna be that perpetual employment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There ain't gonna be no unemployment. Hey, you devils finna have a nice sun can't see in the morning till can't see at night. Unless on the Shabbat, that's when, oh man, you're gonna cherish the Shabbat,
This is Ezekiel 39 and 14. And they shall sever out men of continual employment.
Ooh, and continual employment, meaning you're not gonna be, I don't know what to do. Hey, we got jobs, we got hella jobs, and it's gonna start with the cleaning up of the earth. You so-called ruling class elite, man, y'all finna be in picking up dead bodies, man. The first crop of slaves. Yep. And they never worked a day in their life, man. So they gonna go from truly like balling out of control to, absolutely nothing, man.
Yep. Passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth to cleanse it. Right. After the end of 7 months shall they search.
You see, so hey, that's gonna be your job. You Rockefellers, you Rothschilds, DuPonts, Gettys, all you so-called elite.
Yep.
Truly, hey, and this is thus saith the scriptures, man. We're not just making things as we go by. This is the Lord, man.
Bill Gates, George Soros, David D. Meyer Rothschild, David M. Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild, Mr. Burns. I pray you stay alive. Yeah, I do. Which really, we gonna bring your ass back anyway. Goddamn devil. all you goddamn elites are devils, man.
Yeah, that's
Straight
right.
up. Y'all gonna get y'all. Hey, you want to talk about getting your hands dirty? Y'all gonna get your hands dirty.
Oh man, hey, they probably got the softest hands ever.
Yeah.
You know.
You goddamn adrenochrome drinkers.
Oh yeah.
You blood drinkers. You goddamn vampires. You the fucking vampires, man. I was watching that movie, The Sinners, again.
Okay.
Man, it's these devils. You goddamn devils, the vampires. That's why that movie Blade was so spiritual.
Yeah, I fuck with Blade. Yeah, he was my favorite growing up.
Popped off the Marvel Universe for us.
Going back to wait, where was I? Joel chapter 2 and verse 3. It says, "A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before."
Yeah, the land is as the Garden of Eden, because that's what they tell these heathens before they come over here, that this place is basically hey, like our Jake would called Egypt in the wilderness, a land of milk and honey. But they say, Moses, you brought us out of the land of milk and honey into the wilderness to die. That's how 2/3 of our people thinks about this place. But guess what? This land is as the Garden of Eden before them. But it said before that what? That a fire devours. What does it say behind them?
Yeah. It says a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth.
Yeah, because those missiles are going it's going to tell you in the scriptures that they're not going to break their ranks. When those missiles are shot, they're going to hit every mark that's intended.
Right.
And that's from California to all the way to the East Coast, which California and the East Coast are like two major states of this place.
Yeah. They spearhead a lot of what happens over there usually happens over here.
Yep.
Hey, and that's like the saying, from sea to shining sea, it's gonna be, the lake of fire, which is not no goddamn, river. Like these, hey man, Genesis, they're again going into, I got some new deep, revelation. Goddamn, hey, these are just jesters, man. And shame on you if you follow them. It says, the land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness.
Behind them a desolate wilderness, because that's what this place is going to be turned into. A place for, what is it? Creatures like roaches, fowls of the
Lizards
earth.
and shit like that.
Yep. Specific birds, crows, desert creatures.
And it says, verse 4, the appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
Yeah, and I was talking about those missiles. I did a video about a couple years ago, and there basically was this, I forgot who it was, but they were shooting off missiles, but it had it at a specific camera view to where the missiles were getting shot like this, but the camera was looking up this way, facing up that way. And when they were simultaneously being shot, even the sound of them, it looked like horses. It looked like horses going into a battle. So that's why Joel he's seen that type of vision. That's what it looked like. He only explained the missiles, all right, to the best of his ability of what he could, because that technology wasn't back then. So when these specific prophets got these specific visions, they explained it to the best way they could. Moses didn't. Moses wasn't in the wilderness talking about some. It's going to be missiles, or Joel or Isaiah, or Joel or Jeremiah in captivity wasn't talking about some. The missiles, ICBMs. Y'all ever heard of those?
Yeah.
No, when the Lord was giving them visions, they explained it the best way they could. But now the Lord put the Spirit on our apostles and a certain elect men out there, all right, brothers, to be able to break down what they seen in modern times.
Like the apostles, they go into how when a missile is lost, they call it a broken arrow, right? And we were reading about the arrows. Another one is a glittering spear, because that's what, again, the brother stated that they were just using terminology of the time, just like we're using the terminology of the time, right?
Yeah, and you can, when they say glittering spear, you can tell what they're talking about by glittering spear, because that fire in the back
yeah.
as it's being shot, it's not talking about the actual missile got glitter on it. It's talking about the fire behind it.
Yeah, it's a sparkly.
Yeah, it's sparkling.
You be see, hey, I be watching the footage of like shit getting launched like that. I mean, that shit looks cool. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, when that motherfucker just go like that, right? Hey, but that's just a weapon of the Lord, like it says in my armory. You know, hey, he got his little tool belt like Batman. Well, I'm gonna use this today.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I got what you had quoted.
Okay.
It's kind of a little bit.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
This is
We
Isaiah.
got time.
All right, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right, because how did the Lord overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah? By fire. And like we said earlier when we started camp, this place takes on every custom of ancient kingdoms. That's why the LGBTQ community is so big over here.
Right.
Because, hey, especially, you go to New York on New Year's or Halloween, man, that shit look like a goddamn, it looks, I don't know what Sodom and Gomorrah look like, but, I mean, if it was to look like anything, it would be that. It's crazy. And then they got this LGBTQ month coming up. That shit is even bigger than goddamn Black History Month. It's going to be everywhere you walk, you're going to see Tyrannosaurus Rexes. Okay, you're going to see moles and bows. And they're going to go up. Them demons that be on these moles, bows, and these Tyrannosaurus Rexes, man, them demons are about to amplify.
It's my month.
Yeah.
You know, fuck a birthday. It's a birth month for them.
Yeah.
Hey, just to prove a point, also one of the how would I say, like the customs of Babylon back then was for basically women to get a train ran on them, so that way they're now into womanhood. And guess what? That's how it is here in America. Women is just, they're whores, right? It's how many bodies I could get in my college years, and then later on I'll settle down.
Yeah.
Right, when she done been ran through, right, and that's why I mean it's a lot of them took the hokey pokey, but AIDS and venereal diseases is rampant. Super gonorrhea, right, and this is all Hey, Esau Edom, man, he's throwing them sexual diseases out there, man.
Yep. That's why you got these females. They study being at clinics. That's why, man, hey, and it's just, wise thing, man. Hey, brothers out there, don't be out here fucking just sleeping around with anything. You know what I'm saying? And if you do, man, make sure you strap up. And even sometimes that don't work.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But still, like, if you got you a cool chick and it's just you and her, you know what I mean? And the Lord with that, man, just keep that. Because you don't want to be walking around here with that shit.
Continuing, it says, verse 20, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation.
Yeah, ain't no coming back to America when it's destroyed. It's going to be a land of the forbidden zone. Okay? It's going to be a forbidden zone. And you might see it, it's going to be a memorial. Ain't no coming back and rebuilding on here. That's why the Lord said they shall build, but I will throw down.
That's right.
Because there ain't going to be no more America. The land of the north, we're going to go back to the east. This is just going to be a memorial of after that, can we get Psalm 91? This is just going to be a memorial and a reward to show you a reward of the wicked. That's why it says the nations stand at far off, looking at her torment. The Lord about to torment this place with missiles.
Oh, yeah.
And the chariots. The chariots going to have the angels are going to have a use or a hand in destroying this place too. Yeah, all these angels, and you think the Lord ain't going to use them?
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, he's going to show up. It's going to be overkill.
Yeah.
That's, man, that's like kicking a bully when he's down. You're going, and Jake, they be doing all types of shit. They be doing like far out things, It's going to be like, hey, a tag team, let me get a little piece of him.
Because the scriptures talk about how the angels excel in strength. So the Lord, you're going to have angels down here putting in work too.
Oh, man, it was like that that account in the Maccabees where it was some Greek that the angels came in.
Heliodorus.
Bro, they beat the shit out of him, you know? And it got to the point to where the angels didn't kill him because they knew that would have brought more hell upon the Israelites. You know, but they beat
They whipped his
hell
ass.
yeah, they whipped his motherfucking ass.
Had to put the paws on him.
Yeah, got a heavily ass whooping. To back your point up, that's why it says it shall never be inhabited from generation to generation, going understanding that it's not talking about ancient Babylon.
Yeah,
right?
okay,
Because there you can still go out there to ancient Babylon, you know, which is modern day Iraq. So that place, you can still go out there and, you know, do what it do, but you got to have the understanding that this is modern day Babylon, which is America, Babylon the Great. It says, neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
Yep, a place that's not going to be inhabited no more. It ain't going to be no, let's go travel to America. Ain't going to be that. It's going to be a forbidden zone. X'd out. A memorial of what happens to the wicked. What happens when you want to be a wicked kingdom.
It says, verse 21.
That's all this place is really built up on. It's built upon witchcraft and wickedness.
Yeah, murder.
Everywhere you walk. You know what I'm saying? It's some sort of type of witchcraft going on, like the way the street poles are lined up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The street signs, even the cop sirens, man, that shit is witchcraft. That's why Jake, every time they see a flash of police lights, they tense up. It's witchcraft, man. The stop signs, the gold, it really is gold, it's not yellow. It's gold, gold, green, and red. You know what I'm saying? This shit is built upon all witchcraft.
Remember the poles, not the poles, like the wire things.
Oh yeah. The Baphomet electrical.
There you go.
Wires, man.
The fucking little holder things.
This devil done built for the electricity. He done built a Baphomet construction to hold the fucking electrical wires, man.
And that's heavy, because you know electricity. You know, like demons could use that to, like, you know, it's like a highway towards them.
Yeah.
You know. And it says, verse 21, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures.
Yeah, that's the only inhabited that's going to be over here, is those specific creatures.
That's right. And owls shall dwell there,
owls.
And satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
America could keep the roaches. They could keep them, because it was one thing they always say, you know, a roach can survive a nuclear holocaust. Well, that's what's going to be over here. Ain't going to be no roaches in our houses in the kingdom. There's only roaches because America's filthy. There ain't going to be no mouses in our houses in the kingdom.
Yeah, they're going to be out in the fields doing what fucking mice do.
Yeah.
You know, just regular, you know, mice shit.
Yep.
It's just part of the fucking the tree, not the ecology or something like that. You know, they have their purpose.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever the Lord created them. But over here, you know, shit, it's wicked. You know.
They in your house. They opening up the refrigerator for you, locking your door.
Right, testing out your snack. Let's get a little testing.
That movie, Joe's Apartment, you ever seen that with the roaches? He got the roaches and he opened up the, oh, what's up, Joe? You know, motherfucker talking to him and shit. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna show you the commercial later. Oh, what's up, Joe? Man, he got roaches talking to him in his crib and shit.
It's a good casserole.
It's a funny movie, though.
Start from the top on Psalms 91.
Yeah. Okay. Oh well, you know what? Actually. Go back to the
okay, the book of Psalms, chapter 91 and verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
Yeah, and we're in the secret place of the Heavenly Father. Yeah, when you're under the shadow of the Almighty, okay, that represents protection. Okay, that represents protection, man.
Verse 2.
I think what was it King David? He said that the Lord is my shield, is my rock, and from the sun. It's something like that. It's something to that nature.
Say it again, bro.
It's like something to where like it's like the Lord is a rock.
In the sun or something like that.
Yeah, it's something to that nature.
I realized that the photo is a little weird, like it's slightly lower resolution and like
because when it talks about under the shadow, all right, remember those missiles. Look, when it's hot outside, right? You're trying to get in the shade. So when those missiles are hitting, the Lord is going to be a shadow to the elect. Okay, we're going to be shaded basically. It's like, hey, when it's 100 and something degrees outside, you be looking at fucking, Jay. They be like, man, hold on, let me get over here real quick.
Yeah, they'll turn like this so they get a little piece of shade.
If it's a little strip of shade, they'll go stand on the wall. So that's what the Lord's going to be to us in the times where these nuclear missiles are simultaneously hitting America. He's going to be a shadow.
Is it this one?
it did not work. And then the craziest thing is still there.
Is it the sun and the shield?
Nah, that's not it. It's all good. I'll probably put it there.
Going back to Psalms 91 and verse 2. And I will say of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power, in Him will I trust.
And that's the main thing, is just trusting in the Lord. That's the mindset we got to have if we call ourselves the house of David. Trusting in the Almighty.
Right. It says, surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Yeah, because those missiles are going to be a pestilence to this place. Upon the many plagues, after we get second, among the many plagues that are going to be that are going to hit America, which we already named the plagues, we're going to go into it. All right, the last final plague to hit America is going to be thermonuclear destruction. Big head.
Baby,
I get it, don't. But they always come out strange.
Right, yeah.
That's why I said that the wicked are strange from the womb. Because these devils, they always come out looking strange. And they're weird, man. I'll be in a store and the Edomites, I don't know why they be staring. The little Edomite baby just be staring. Because you're weird.
See the colors.
Future slave master.
I got a quick one. Going back to the faith.
You need some juice?
I'm good right now with the water. This is Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6. But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to the Most High must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him. Yeah, hey, just going back to the point to where we have to have faith in the Heavenly Father, man, through our Lord Yahawashi. Because without that, well, shit, man, how would you truly, say you believe?
Right.
And that's where the works come into play, right? But in order to truly serve the Lord, you got to have faith. And it's not just words in a book. This is a living book, right? And the words that we read, hey man, it's supposed to big us up. It's supposed to help us when we're in times of low, right? When trials and tribulations come, hey, keep the scriptures in mind. Lean on the rod of understanding, man. Let it. You limping and shit. Well, let the scriptures help you up, help you keep moving. And sometimes you do, hop up, take a little breather in the shade, right? And then you keep it moving, man.
Hey, that's why King David said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
Right, that's a good point.
Like the brother said, that staff is something that'll hold you up. You know what I'm saying? When you're weary.
Yeah.
And we are weary.
Yeah.
We're all catching hell.
Walking with a limp and shit.
And we're fighting wounded.
Yeah.
I got something for you. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is His treasure.
Yeah, and that says a lot because, you putting your faith in the U.S. dollar, you putting your faith in the U.S. military, right? You know, I heard Jake. You know, they started taking Mandarin classes because they think that Moab's gonna get up next. You know, that whole Red Book or Red Note or some shit like that. Red something. It was a little app.
Yeah.
You know, because TikTok was supposed to get banned, right? So they went to this thing, and you know, Jake over there, you know, speaking all that baby gibberish shit, right? But hey, you have to lean on the law, statutes, commandments. Lean on Yahawashi. That knowledge and wisdom, you know, that's going to really hold you down, right? And the fear of Bahasham Yahawashi, because that's truly what keeps us in line. We not do this because I know that certain repercussions finna come. But Jake, they just go out there and, you know, do them. You know?
Hey, and that's spiritual that you say that Mandarin stuff because when you're like over here in America, you know, we got well, California, we got all these warehouses, and a lot of them are Moab owned.
All right.
And they won't hire you unless you know how to speak Mandarin. You know, so hey, they even Moab got their own bank over here. I was working at one of them. I was working at a Moab spot for like a day. I didn't want to do that shit because the dude lied to me about the job description. He had me doing other shit. So they got their own bank over here. So I got my check. I had to drive all the way over to that bank just to cash the motherfucker.
Damn.
But even though you got them mobile, and that's what does it say? That's them licking the wounds, Lazarus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, and then also too, that's them forwarding the affliction of Jake. Because how is it that, which it's the curses, you know, Jake, we find ourselves fighting and feuding each other all the time, and we can't ever come together through the spirit. We don't got no bank. Jake barely got hole in the wall restaurants. Like that Jamaican spot, that shit should be a fucking whole big restaurant.
Oh yeah.
The Jerk Grill, it should be a whole restaurant, bro. It should just be no hole in the wall. But guess what? We don't got the luxury of that because these devils know whatever Jake do, they thrive at. But you get these Moabites, they come over here and they sell you their poison as Chinese food. They rat, cat, and dog, and it's cool. They get these big ass restaurants and all this and all that mess. You know what I'm saying? Get your ass out of here, hippie. Fucking hippie. Fucking smiling for the double laugh. She's still living in the goddamn 80s.
Right. She's on that spirit of fucking getting high. You wanted
Oh, we can play a song.
Okay. Continuing in Psalms 91 and verse 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers.
Yeah, the feathers represent the chariots because it talks about in what is it? Psalms what is it? 80? 80 no, 60. You see. 60. One second.
Oh, and also it goes that into Isaiah. Isaiah says, you know, under the wings, under the wings of basically it's the chariots, you know. And again, that's a protection type of deal, you know, because what Bahasham Yahawashi, he has his hedge round about those that are in the truth, man, truly serving him, right? In truth and sincerity. That's a very big point that we have to truly, you know, strive to, you know, breaking the word down correctly. You don't want to have blood on your hands with false doctrine, man.
That's why we go precept upon precept. Here it is right here. So this is how you know that it's talking about the chariots. This is Psalm 68 and 13. Though ye have lion among the pots, yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove, covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold.
Oh yeah, that's them chariots. You know, because hey man, who knows what type of like material they're made out of. You know, but sometimes you do see them nice and gleaming. Sometimes gold, so, hey man, sometimes silver,
metallic.
Green, metallic. You know, and that's just how they come, man. And it's not too far fetched because what Esau Edom, he has his little fighter jets and you know top level because hey Esau, he has a UFO type of deal, but they're not on the level of the Lord, right? because it could be used in order to little green men, you know, because again, man, they're wiser than Daniel.
Yeah.
You know, so they have the Heavenly Father has given them technology to, you know what I'm saying, make so-called UFOs.
And they can also recreate holograms of chariots that got something called Project Bluebeam, which we know that they're going to use in the near future. You know, if they already haven't been using it. I mean, look at the 9/11. One of the brothers that posted up a video showing that there wasn't ever a plane that hit that, which we know. You know what I'm saying? Because first and foremost, the whole building wouldn't go down if you just hit the top of it.
Yeah.
In order to really destroy a whole building like that, or two of them, it would have had to have hit the bottom, and then the whole thing would fall down the crumble. So it was detonated. Oh, you guys are conspiracy theorists. You fucking right.
And it says, continuing, it says, verse 4, and under his wings shalt thou trust.
The wings of the chariots. Right?
His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
And this truth, this faith that we're in is our shield and our buckler.
Yeah.
Right? What is a buckler? Hey, you buckle yourself up in the car, right? So that way if something happens, if you crash, your ass don't go flying out that window.
Yeah. And a buckler is like a little shield that's used for attacking.
Yeah.
You know, it got like a little like thing on it. It almost looks like a nipple on it, and you can like hit a motherfucker, but it's just more like maneuverable.
Yeah.
Right. And that's beautiful, man, because this word is likened unto a sword as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's not only an attack, right? Because we're supposed scriptures talk about casting down imaginations, you know, and all those things that exalt themselves with the Most High, against the Most High. And we cut them, shrink, and we get that shit out of here. The Christianity, shrink. Catholicism, shrink. You know? It's easy work through the power and spirit of Yahawashi, and it's also, you know, a defense.
Yep. I got that for you real quick. This Hebrews 4:12. For the word of Yahawah is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword,
right,
piercing even to the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit, and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right. So this word, amen, it cuts deep, right? And you engage with someone enough. And my fault. And I'll turn it off. And it goes to show you that, you know, if someone stands up here long enough, it'll show you the intent. Okay, what are they about? You know, it'll reveal them, and all you gotta do is just bring out the word, right?
This is the devil.
Like
right.
There you have it, right?
Right.
The word ultimately, it revealed her intents. Going back to Psalms 91 and verse 5, thou shalt not.
And the thing is, they don't even believe in God, so it don't even matter.
Right? Yeah.
They fake the front. That Christianity, that plantation Christianity, was just for control. They don't believe there's a higher power. They don't believe that a power was working. Well, Satan was working with them. That's the God that they believe in. That's why it says, the fool in his heart said there is no God.
Yeah.
That's why the majority of these Edomites are atheists.
Bunch of hypocrites. It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
Hey, something about those missiles today. We might see something go down. You know, this up and coming week. All right, and some of the missiles keep coming out. The arrows keep coming out.
Yeah.
An arrow by day is talking about those missiles.
And it says, nor the pestilence that walketh in darkness, for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
And noonday represents the high, or noon represents when the sun is highest in the sky, or is at its peak. So you got something called a doomsday clock. Can you actually look up how far the doomsday clock is?
Yeah.
Because it jumped up. It jumped up like double because they didn't put it up these past some odd years.
Yeah, which that's some bullshit, because with everything going on, that shit damn near should be like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But it's up there.
Yeah.
And the doomsday clock is pointed up to noon. So when this destruction is at its peak, basically, okay, when the missiles are hitting this place, that's when this place is going to be destroyed. At the destruction at noonday. That's why Yahawashi said, "Where would I be if it already kindled that fire?"
Hey, and it's some bullshit. Because remember, they only moved it 1 second. Because shit was at 90 seconds, and then they just moved it to 89 seconds to midnight. And that was because they do it once a year, right? And shit, you had the Gaza war, right? That plays into part. You had China. Because you had some, remember the bombers got sent to a certain little island, out there in some island close to China. That's just going to show you that, they're gearing up, and it's not a small thing. That's why you have in China go around Taiwan to the point to where they're bullying these other naval ships of theirs, right? North Korea, made a decree with Russia, talking about, hey, if they attack you, if they attack whomever, hey, we got your back. And hey, come on, Esau, be fucking real. In 89 seconds.
Right. You know it's far ahead of there. They don't want to go down.
That's it.
They're denying the inevitable.
right.
Man, you elites, it's over. Make all the TV shows. I want to see a couple of them. Shit, right. Make all these goddamn TV shows come out. Release all the movies.
Yep.
Do all that shit. Because when the kingdom comes, man, we ain't gonna be watching that shit.
Hell no.
I think that Supercell season 2 is coming out this year.
Look at that, yeah.
August.
Okay, yeah.
That's right around the corner.
Yeah, let that come out and then let the destruction.
Yeah.
That's all you wanted on the
Yeah. I just wanted to get the thing, just to make a point. Oh well, you know what? Let's see let's go to the image of it.
Image? Okay.
Yeah, and then read that over again. The destruction at noonday. Let's go to Google.
That's 90. No, you see, that's a bullshit. They just moved it 1. Oh, 89 this one. Last one was 2 minutes. That's 120.
So, read that again.
Yeah. This is Psalms 91 and verse 6. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
And like I said, just to show you the doomsday clock, you see it's almost at noon. So these are little, these are like parabolic talk.
Oh, that's right.
You're saying the destruction that wasted that noonday, all right? Which on this so-called doomsday clock, it would be a day of doom. Now we're not saying that that's completely accurate on when the Lord's gonna come back or the missiles fly. But I mean, what's the coincidence?
Yeah.
That there's even a doomsday clock anyway.
Right. That's like secular type of deal, but we apply it to the scriptures.
Right.
And Jake wants to be like, oh well, don't use anything outside the Bible. I don't believe in Jesus. Like old fucking boy that Jehovah Wickedness boy.
Yeah.
I just believe in the scriptures. Well, dummy, the scriptures are coming to life before your face.
Right. And we believe in the scriptures too.
Oh, hell yeah.
We can just back the scriptures up with specific things.
Back to the Watchmen. We're the Watchmen. Verse 7, Psalms 91 and verse 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand.
It's going to be a lot of death. We can't express that or explain it more.
That's right.
We're going to have bodies laying in the streets of America. Bodies on top of bodies. I remember this lady had a dream that there was so many bodies in America, and they filled up all the FEMA coffins. Oh, let's not forget about those.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, the FEMA coffins. Coffins that can basically fit 3 people at a time in there. Guess what? It's going to be so much death out here that those coffins are going to be filled up. And the lady, she said that the coffins were filled up to the point to where Esau had a device or some sort of technology that he had to start liquefying bodies.
Damn.
So that's how much death and destruction is coming to America. And that's going to be at your front door. you tribes. Because really, all this Jacob's trouble and things of that nature are aimed towards you. The Lord what the Lord's going to do is it's going to be a trickle effect. He's going to start at his house. Okay, that's why you IUIC members been getting rocks and shit thrown at y'all by these Hamites. Okay, yeah, you wicked as hell anyway. So Elazar started with you too. It's going to trickle down. Okay, and then the Lord's going to start nipping and chipping off you 2/3. Okay, piece by piece, bit by bit, until the Lord just let this devil just go ape shit. And then that's really good. That's how you're going to really know the anger of the Lord is upon him.
That's right.
Because the Lord is going to use Esau. He's going to put his anger in Esau to come at you tribes. Okay? Just like he put the anger in this devil in the times where we were getting taken down. It was the anger of the Lord that had these devils come over here and do what they did to Gad. It was the anger of the Lord. All right, that had Judah, Benjamin, Levi get done, how they got done over here. It was the anger of the Lord. I had these devils get all the tribes. Even right now, like the brother mentioned, Issachar getting deported, that's the anger of the Lord. The cartel going up against the U.S., that's the anger of the Lord against the tribes. You 2/3 that ain't getting it. Okay.
Jeremiah 25 and verse 33. And the slain of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth.
That's a lot of killing. That's a lot. Yep. We're talking about blood flowing in the streets.
Up to the like it says the riders the horse.
Yeah.
You know, and horses are big as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not gonna be like, oh, it's a flood of blood. No, it's just like symbolic.
Yeah.
You know, it says, they shall not be sluggy. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered, nor.
Ain't nobody gonna cry for you. Ain't nobody gonna mourn. The Lord already told us not to pray for this people.
Right.
Oh, we don't pray for 2/3.
Hell nah.
That's why that knucklehead last week, shake your hand. No, nigga.
yeah, huh?
We not gonna bid you Godspeed, man.
Nope. And then we'll get in trouble for being in like manner as you, like the scriptures say.
Trying to put that fucking spirit on us.
Hell no.
Get your ass up out of here.
Yeah, like you told him, just leave already. You know, you ain't gotta be like, oh, okay, well, let's agree or disagree. No, man, fuck that.
What's stopping you from
just
walking
walk.
off?
Yeah, it was Satan holding them down. It says, neither gathered nor buried, they shall be dung upon the ground.
Yep. A lot. Hey, it's gonna be a lot of bodies. That's all. It's gonna come to a point in time over here. That's all you're gonna see. What's that song? Let the bodies hit the floor.
Right.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Hey, just like in that show, Black Summer, Dark Summer, with the zombies. His woman, she got hit by a car, and then the dude kind of just looked at her, and he said, "Fuck it," and he done dipped off because he knew that she was through. She like back all broken. She just like, help me, and then that motherfucker just like, hey, sayonara. You know, and that's how it's going to be too, because you know you're going to have to worry about your own health, right? You're going to be leaving your wife is sitting there, ankles broke. You ain't going to be trying to help her. Hell no, you're going to be like, I got to save my own skin.
Gotta go. Hey, but and even like through the spirit, when it come to time, for families, I gotta say, bro. Look, if you can't swim, you're gonna drown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because unless the Lord's with you, then your family will be safe. But you got a woman, let's say that's not your care, she don't want to listen, man, you gotta leave. Hey, bye. You gotta do like how the Lord told Lot. Hey, don't look back. That's the time we coming into. That don't look back time. If the Lord told me to go right and you want to go left, well, you take your ass left and I'm going right.
I got a precept for you.
That's just where it's gonna be. But hey, through the spirit, the time's gonna come. You brothers out there, these women, they're gonna get a lot because the Lord's gonna make it known that we are His men. So they ain't gonna hesitate. They ain't gonna, well, I'm going this way, because the Lord's gonna magnify Himself through us. That's what it says in Ezekiel the 36th chapter. It says, I do this not for your sake, but for my name's sake. He said He's going to magnify Himself in us.
Yeah. This is account is in 2 Kings when there was a famine, right? Okay. This is 2 Kings chapter 6 and verse 26. And as the king of Israel was passing upon the wall, there cried a woman unto him, saying, Help, my lord, O king. And let's see what he says. He says, and he said, If Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi do not help thee, when shall I help thee? Out of the barn floor or out of the wine press? Meaning what? You know, the wine press is where you make wine and you get stomped on, right? The barn floor is where in the threshing. You know what I'm saying? You bash the grains in order to, you know, get flour. So he's saying, if the Lord puts you in this predicament, right, and he's not taking you out, what can I do? You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker, he's the hey, that's the little hippie chick. You know what I'm saying? And then this fucking flaming fucking what's that agent? What's that? Austin Powers from the '70s and shit.
Secret flaming man.
Right. Well, you see, there's gonna come a point in time where if the Lord has you in a terrible predicament, you know, and He hasn't, you know, put the Spirit upon men to save you, then you're just gonna be walking by. You're gonna be walking over motherfucking dead bodies. Yeah. You know, half dead people. Help me! You know, hey, you gonna get the fuck off me? You know.
Yep, that's right.
And that's the way the Lord had it set up, because, you know, there's a certain time to where we have to turn back, and a lot of people, the Lord hasn't put that Spirit upon them. Like last week, you brought out with the. Peradventure, the Lord puts the Spirit on them to repent.
Yeah.
Meaning, perhaps the Lord would put the spirit of repentance on these people, but it ain't gonna happen. You know.
Yeah, we clearly see it.
Oh yeah. We see it.
As long as this place thrives, and these people don't get it, like there is a thing called too late.
Woo. Yeah.
People think you got time. Like, oh yeah, we're out here. You know, once the time comes, then I'm gonna turn to. Hey, that's what happened with Noah. Actually,
right.
After that, we can get Matthew 24 after the days of Noah.
Okay.
There was more on that?
No, but I just had a precept on
Yeah, let's get that.
Noah?
Yeah.
Drop songs?
Yeah.
And also had second Ezra drop down?
We'll get it after the Noah.
Okay. Let me
Because there is a such thing that's called too late. That's what happened in the days of Noah.
Yeah.
Noah was prophesying just like we prophesying. Destruction's gonna come, you know, rain's gonna fall from heavens. And then you know that they were laughing while they were doing all their wickedness. Mm-hmm. See, you people think that it was just a story that people were living their everyday lives and everything was cool and the Lord said, no, they were committing idolatry. Mm-hmm. They were breaking the commandments of the Lord. So that's why the Lord repented itself on creating a man, so to speak, what he said in the scriptures. He was like, man, I'm gonna destroy him.
Yeah, step aside.
Because what would the Lord have seen to make him mad? You get what I'm saying? To want to do that. They were obviously doing something. It tells you that the sons of the Most High went into the daughters of men. And we all know Jake is real naive. You know what I'm saying? So they'll take on the custom of that woman, or they'll get joined into their families, and they'll start worshiping Caesar.
Right.
They'll start worshiping fish gods. They'll start doing the customs of the heathen. They'll start doing Hellenistic shit. So that's why the Lord like, man, I'm about to flood these niggas.
Yeah. This is St. Matthew 24 and verse 36. It says, but of the day and hour knoweth no man. Nope.
Yep, of the day and hour, which the day and the hour consist of who? The Lord coming back in the destruction. So we might necessarily not know the exact day and hour. Those days in that time are in the hands of the Father. That's what Yahawashi said.
Right.
But we know through prophecy and being occupied in prophecy that these days are close.
Yeah. No, not the angels.
Not even the angels know.
Mm-hmm. Of heaven, but my Father only.
That's it. Only the Heavenly Father knows when that time is. Yahawashi don't even know.
Right.
He just gonna get that go word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go get him.
Verse 37.
I know he can't wait.
Oh
either.
yeah. Isaiah.
Isaiah 63.
Yeah.
The day of vengeance. I know he can't wait. He just sitting there,
burning in his heart.
It's like it's like when a release date of a new system come out.
Oh
yeah,
like,
man, you pre-order it in and shit. When it's a car, you like, man, is it here? Right. Like a kid in a candy store.
Verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, you got these graduations going on.
Woo.
You got
Yeah.
you got people still, marrying, giving in marriage. Okay, get out of here, bro.
That's Satan.
Yeah, Beelzebub. People getting married. All right, you got Jake still worshiping, doing idolatry. I mean, really just breaking all the commandments of the Lord in all actuality. Now turn to the Lord, so it's going to be as in the days of Noah. And guess what's going to happen? These things are going to start happening, and it's a spiritual ark right now. This is not a physical ark, we're in a spiritual ark. The Lord's going to shut those doors of mercy,
Right.
just like he did with Noah. See, that ark represented, what's going to happen right now. Okay? That day, the doors were open in the ark. He was able to get the animals in there, his family in there. They were open for a time. All right, then the Lord, once it start drip dropping and raining, and that's when, they wanted to, the sons of the Most High wanted to come up in there, and then the Lord shut it. The Lord shut it. The Lord told Noah to shut it, and then the Lord sealed it even more by an angel sealing it up. You could only imagine, they was beating on that ark. Yo, let us in, let us in.
No. Hey, it reminds me on that movie. On the show Dark Winter. Dark Summer or something like that. The zombie one. Well, hey man, the bitch, she was like, "I'll suck your rod." Right? A lot of sexual favors are gonna be, because that's what a woman. She ultimately that's her leverage. The beauty and what her what she gets out of her body, what she could give through her body. And the dude was like, "Yeah, she'll do it." And that motherfucker just drove off.
Yeah.
So hey, a lot of that is going to be happening as well.
Yeah.
And that's why that's like of the lust of the flesh. We're going to be on a way heightened, more spiritual sense. You know what I'm saying? Saint Matthew, back in Saint Matthew 24 and verse 38.
Yeah, because after that, actually, Amos 8:11.
Amos 8:11.
Because these words that we speaking, you're not gonna have access coming soon. Especially when the tube gets shut down. When
Right.
YouTube gets shut down, y'all ain't gonna have access to the word. You better have the word in you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you want it right now?
No, after that. Okay.
It says, verse 38, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking.
Yep, they were doing a whole bunch of shit. They were eating and drinking to idols.
Oh, yeah.
There ain't nothing wrong with eating and drinking.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But, it's what you do it to.
Oh, yeah. You sacrifice. You thank other. Hey, thank you, Semiramis, for giving me this.
Yeah.
Thank you. What other gods they were worshiping.
Yep.
And then that's the marrying part and giving in the marriage. That's like going into like, in order to serve certain gods, you have to do like sexual acts.
Yeah.
Let's do an orgy for whatever god.
Yeah.
You got to get popped by an animal, or you got to do man on man, or whatever,
Yeah, well, they do that in the music industry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Right.
in the movie industry.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of them Jake actors, like Dwayne Martin, Will Smith. Them two dudes are butt buddies. There was a dude that came out, I think it was Diddy's security guard or something like that was exposing all that stuff, and he said that he walked up somewhere and seen Dwayne Martin popping Will Smith, or Will Smith pop one of the two. But a lot of that, like you said, they to appease these specific gods or these devils, which that's their gods, they control everything, or the goddamn Khazars, the small hats. All right, they have to do these specific lucid sexual acts.
They show you that in that movie, bro. This shit is nasty. I ain't never seen the movie, but I seen clips of it, bro. It was called 40 Days of Sodom. Bro, that shit is nasty as fuck, bro. Like, just explain it. Watch the preview. That's enough.
Yeah.
And they're doing it to children. Shit is nasty. It says, marrying and giving in marriage until...
And that's on a high scale right now. A lot of people having weddings and this and that, which ain't nothing wrong with a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? But when you get married and you put it on actual paper over here, you're married to the state. of California.
Or even the act of a man getting on his knee.
Yeah, that fucking simp shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's been a trend of women doing that, which that's how it should be.
Oh hell yeah.
Y'all don't choose us, we choose you.
Yeah, that's right.
The fuck, man. See, and that's the thing. Like, when you're an Israelite man and you tap into that manliness, okay, which is nothing wrong with having a woman as long as she's by your side, she cool, y'all together, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to really, really through the spirit, not be simped out, man, you have to, what does it say? Remember this and show yourselves, man. Isaiah 46:8. You have to abide by the scriptures, man, and man the fuck up.
Ooh, that's right.
Because, hey, man, these women will run circles around your ass.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the scriptures speak about don't give your power over to a woman.
Yeah, yep.
You know, because a woman, man, she'll drop that shit on you, you know, and whisper sweet nothings unto you, and then now, you know, you over here questioning the faith. Like, oh man, I don't know if the Lord, you know.
Yeah.
Right. That's why, you know, there's a you gotta put your foot down.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. If you got a woman and if she has a problem with you going out on Saturdays doing the work, that's not the woman for you.
Yeah.
She got a problem with you doing videos, hanging with brothers, that's not the woman for you. Get rid of her.
It says,
because you can't really hide this. You can't hide this.
Nah.
It's you.
Yeah, right. You. Well, where you go on Saturday, or whatever you go teach?
Yeah.
You know, you know, shit. You know, just the studying as well.
Yeah.
You know, and really, this is like a feminine wisdom is a feminine trait. So you start spending more time with the scriptures. Hey, well, shit. You know, put the Bible down some. You know, but everything is in balance. You know, everything has to be in balance.
Yeah, because you can't be ashamed of the Lord.
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed. We at the end anyway. Who cares? Hey, man, we out here.
Right. Hey, and if it's woman problem, right? Well, shit, man. The Lord's gonna give you, right, whatever is appointed to you, right? Because you know that's the Spirit has been the apostles, you know, bringing that out. You know, 7 women to cleave to 1 man, and that's heavy right there, man. Because shit. You know, we're gonna be getting, you know, women, real women, not these skeezers, man.
And they're gonna listen.
Yeah.
Or else.
Yeah, they don't have. They're not gonna have no other option but to listen.
Yeah.
You know, they all hell breaking loose. Hey, the door's right there. You know, shit. Like the brother's dream he had. Amwan Gabor. His main woman, right? Done like smashed his bitch's head in. And kick that bitch out, you know, because that's how it should be, man. You know, like the whole like sister wives.
Yeah.
Sister wives puts them in agreement. Oh shit, you know. Well, how can we better the household? You know, it's not about because women are jealous creatures.
Yeah.
You know, oh, he spent so much time with you, and
they're not supposed to be.
Right, bro. Shit, that's y'all come up together and be like, okay, well, how can we please our husband? Oh, he likes this, you know, make him this and that, you know. But that's just the modern woman for you, just the out of order. You know, she ain't trying to take no guidance from men.
Yeah.
You know.
Your woman should know you. If you go somewhere, if she goes to a restaurant and you're not there, and she asks you what you want. You know, and you tell her, okay, she should. The next thing out of her mouth should be what you don't want on what you get. Oh, so you don't want the pickles.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. No pickles. You know,
no onions, right? But see, we're in a society to where it's everybody just for self. But it's all right. That's going to change real soon.
Oh yeah, big time. Continuing, it says until the day. St. Matthew 24 and continuing 38, until the day that Noah entered into the ark.
And to the day that Noah entered into the ark, because the raindrops start coming down. The heaven, it started raining from the heavens.
Right. It says, and knew not until the flood came.
And for you idiots out there, man, the Shemayim, which is the heaven. What's going on, man? How you doing, man? Shalom. You know, for you idiots out there, the heavens or the space is water too. what I'm saying? That's why it says in Genesis that he divided the waters. Okay, the firmament, because and then also too, it tells about Yahawashi coming from the waters. So that's how it was able to have rain come down from heaven.
And then also from the floor too.
Yeah, the dew,
That it was sprouted from the earth, because underwater there's like rivers and stuff. Shit, they got rivers, they got like oceans, got like rivers in them.
Yeah.
It's weird how the Lord set that up, bro. It's strange.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
they captured that. They captured it.
And
Yeah,
you
water
see
within water.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's one of the Lord's far out creations, and that's why it was Pangea.
Yeah. Yep.
It was, you put the Africa back, South America into right there, Africa, and then it all comes together in one like puzzle piece.
Yep.
Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away.
Knew not till the flood came and took them all away. And that's what's going to happen in these time to come.
Oh yeah.
You're going to have brothers we prophesying out here through the Spirit. We're telling you people, hey, this is what's happening just as Noah did. This is what's going to happen. And y'all laughing. You get people that walk up, oh, America going to be destroyed? Oh, yeah, right. Oh, World War III? Y'all laughing. And then when you start seeing this shit happening, jeez. Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That was right.
that's you see.
And we know we're right because the Lord's dealing with us.
Hell yeah,
we know we're right.
Yeah, we see the signs.
Because I mean, what we got a line for? This life ain't shit.
Right.
What the hell we got a line for?
And you be lying to yourself if you say it's not happening.
Right.
If you were truly watching, outside of CNN and CSNBC or whatever the fuck, right? You'll understand that. Oh man. Why is Trump saying that he nearly stopped World War III? Well, if he nearly stopped it, that means it's damn near right there, right?
Yep.
But hey, it's just they're willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Oh, we always hear that. Oh, I don't like hearing the news because it's depressing. Well, shit is real, man. It's real.
Yep, because it gets in the way of it gets in the way of their future plans.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why it's depressing. They can't see past America.
Right.
Niggas got 5-year plans, which is cool to, save money. You want to get a house. That's cool, but make sure you're still serving the Lord.
Oh, and if you do serve the Lord could hook you up with a little something. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing the work of the Lord, don't let that slack behind because you're working on you got a second job. Or you know what I'm saying, you trying to raise a family. The Lord could take away all that,
Easy, yep. He did the job.
He gave it to you in the first place. I got a quick one.
Yep.
Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
And what's going to come to pass? Everything that we're speaking about. When the sea-hip comes to pass, we're going to give you people the biggest I told you so. Hey, the Lord's going to have it to where the prophet, hey, we told you. We told you so. We told you so. You're going to have people line up around a corner just to get the word. I can't wait till the Lord has it to where the YouTube gets shut off. And you people going to be looking for brothers.
Right.
I'm just going to look for like a little dress.
Verse 40. 39, it says, then took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yep, so when it's about near time for the Lord to come, okay, it's going to be as in the days of Noah. And guess what? All of this is going to take them by way of a surprise. The Lord said that he comes as a thief in the night.
Oh, yeah.
That thief is coming. You people ain't paying attention. That thief is coming. He gonna catch a lot of you people in an act of wickedness.
Yeah,
he's going to utterly destroy you.
A lot of the Sabbaths have been landing on so-called holidays here.
Yeah, yep.
For like the past 5 years.
Yeah, yep.
Even like before the sea thing happened, I remember being downtown LA, and the Shabbat would come in, and then the whatever the Shabbat was, it was like on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Boom. So now you're gonna get that's just the Lord tallying up your wickedness, because now not only you celebrating Valentine's Day, but now you're not keeping the Sabbath holy, and then Thanksgiving and just a lot of different holidays were landing on the Shabbat, for a very long time now, man. And the Lord doesn't take kindly to that.
Even the on our high holy day, the Passover, the eclipse,
Red moon.
red moon. That was
Blood moon.
spiritual.
Hell yeah.
Then you had the peak one follow after that.
Oh
Then you
yeah.
had
yeah.
another one, the eclipse, blood moon. You had man, it's
Signs of the in the sky, like it says earlier in the chapter.
it's been. I'm gonna say it's been a hell of a year.
Oh yeah.
Those were wonders.
Let me see. You want me to get to continue this?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah, a
Okay.
little bit more.
St. Matthew 24 and verse.
You can actually flush that out to the end.
Okay. Verse 40. Then shall two be in the field, and one shall be taken, and the other left.
Yeah, you're gonna have the elect that's gonna get beamed up, and all the rest that ain't a part of the elect, they're gonna get left because they ain't get right.
Yep. It says, watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come.
So what we've been hitting on the missiles, and we've been hitting on being the watchman and watching.
Yeah, that's right. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come.
And who is the thief? The thief represents Yahawashi.
Yeah.
And if you're the good man, you're gonna be watching for him, and you're gonna be watching for the signs of his return.
That's right.
And the ones that aren't watching are the ones that are friends of this world that are dwelling in wickedness. Because what's the point of a thief? The point of him being a thief is to catch you off guard. But like brother's been coming out with lessons. That's what we should do as a Sabbath lesson. You ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What
So
I'm saying.
you know you ain't gotta get ready if you stay ready. So the elect are going to stay ready. We're gonna be on our watch. But these people out here that aren't watching, that the thief's gonna come into their house and break it up, which is talking about this place. Guess what? Those are the ones that are out here bullshitting, out here sinning, sleeping with other men's wives, you know, just committing completely everything that's contrary to the scriptures.
That's right.
Still in adultery. You're gonna have mad people go to church tomorrow. Which hey, all these holidays are dead. Easter was dead as hell. Remember we did the Sabbath lesson and that shit was dead. The spirit of this place is out.
Yeah, for like the past shit ever since the sea thing.
Yeah.
Like you could tell that's motherfuckers is just down. They're broke.
Yep. You had people, doing the little Easter egg shit, but that shit was dead.
Yeah.
It's not like when we was kids, you know.
Oh yeah, the whole family was out there. I got a quick one. Ecclesiasticus 5 and verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yep. Make no tarrying to turn to Yahawah Yahawashi. Because what? It's the days right now, all right, that you want to be looking for the Heavenly Father and His Son.
That's right. And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
And we keep saying, and we're gonna keep saying it. If you're not out here, if you know the truth, if you know the faith, you call yourself an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you better get to doing the work.
Right.
Don't when you put your hand to the plow, man, you better keep your hand on it. If you got a camp near you, man, you better go listen.
Right.
And stand out there and do something, because the times that are coming, hey, the Lord, hey, He's gonna require. He's gonna, hey, what have you done for me?
Yeah. That's heavy.
I got a precept for you.
Yeah, you got it.
This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, because the Lord is looking for able-bodied men, right? And now is not the time to waste. Oh well, let me blow up in the world first. I got this contract coming in. I got so and so in this. Amen. You're not promised tomorrow. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi could take you off the face of the earth right now, and then hold you accountable for all your sins, right?
He will be righteous.
And yeah, because you have the knowledge, you have the understanding. Oh, let me get out there, right? But you have to put off the flesh, man, and truly, activate the spirit. Because if not, let me take the little bit that he has and give it unto, you know,
Somebody else.
right? And let's see what they gonna do with it. Because they're already putting their hand to the plow with shit, man. I'll just take that, right? And now, you know, you're out there spiritless.
Yep. Hey, the Lord said, even him that have abundance, it shall be taken away.
Oh yeah, that's that parable.
Even a little bit you have, it'll be taken away.
That's crazy.
That's a sad case. I got another one for you. This Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Yeah, because right now the Lord is near, right? Because you can still have access to the Word. You look up GMS so breakdown, right? And you know you take your notes and this and that. Now, how much more when it's going to be, you know, truly wiped off from the face of the earth? You know, the truth is, you know, right now it's easily accessible. Whether it's TikTok or Facebook, whatever platform, you know, the truth is on there. But now, how much more when they remove it off the internet?
Right.
Then you're trying to swerve, you know, oh man, I should have listened.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's too late now. You gotta face the world with what you have.
With a Drake album, you know that if you're reading this, it's too late.
yeah, it's too late, right? Hey man, and a lot of the time, there was recently this happy people. It was two happy people, men, and they adopted two little babies, not babies, two like toddlers, children, and bro, it was wicked, bro. They were passing them around like their homies and shit, and they would like pop them and shit.
What the fuck?
Right, but like they like rent them out basically to like other moles, and a lot of the shit bro, she gonna grow fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I got two moms.
And she had the rainbow shirt on
Right,
too, so they're already teaching her bad.
Like I seen this little not a meme. It was this little like video. This little boy can't even, you know, barely speaking right, and he says, "I'm gay." You know, my little son, he's gay, and you know, it's like, how do you know he's gay? He ain't never touched a woman in his goddamn life.
Right.
You know, but you putting that shit in his mind, you know, and that's Edomite doctrine though.
Right.
Back in St. Matthew 24 and verse 43, continuing, it says, "And would have not suffered his house to be broken up."
And would have not suffered this house to be broken up. Now that's the one that's watching. Because like I said, we bringing out the doomsday clock, we bringing out the missiles, we bringing out the watchmen.
Right. It says.
And also too, that sea hip. Let's remember that. You gotta be watching for that, because that's one of the major prophecies that have to happen before the Lord comes back. Yeah,
that's why they're pumping so much money into the Stargate program, right? Because that's just going, it's basically AI, you know, and that's going to help, you know, because they're putting more money into nuclear power, so that way it could power the AI, because it takes a lot of power to do that, right? And that's just part of the system of the MOTB, right? Where, you know, you got the 5G, so that way, you know, everything is going to be digitally tracked. The blockchain, that's all it is.
Yeah, because them G's, that shit barely just really came about. You know what I'm saying? You had 3G, 4G. Now you got 5G. Look at this shit.
Right.
It's fucking madness.
Distraction.
Look at fucking dyke, man. Hey, the Lord you women that think you men.
Oh man.
That shit.
Oh,
man.
I found out what stud means.
Oh yeah.
Stud means still tits under the shirt or something like STUDS. Still tits under the shirt or something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But well, shit, man, it's true though. You know, she's still a woman.
Yeah.
You know.
That's why it'd be funny when them Tyrannosaurus Rexes fucking go. They allow them to go to these boxing competitions
Oh,
against
right.
females and shit.
They get
Females
tore
get your
up.
ass tore up.
Right, yeah, because it's still the anatomy of a woman. You know, still soft little glass chin. Get bebop boobop. I be liking that. Beat that bitch.
Yeah, beat her ass.
Hell yeah. Verse St. Matthew 24 and verse 44. Therefore be also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh.
Stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Right.
We ready. That's why we out here. That's why we do videos throughout the week, because we ready for the Lord to come back.
Yeah.
Get his glory. You know what I'm saying? Get us up out of the captivity, the hell that we in, and set us back on top.
Right.
Only the Lord can do that. We ain't Esau can let us go, but then where the fuck we gonna go? Our land is cursed.
Yeah.
We don't got no power. We definitely ain't going back to Africa.
You gotta get
for
a
sure.
malaria shot.
Yeah, no, we ain't going over there.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? We just want the Lord to destroy this place and set us up. The only person that can do that is Him. And even if this devil lets us go, we still got to be changed into those superhuman bodies. Those bodies that we're not going to be able to go off. So it'd be pointless. We don't want to be let go. We want to be delivered.
That's right. I got precept.
Yep.
This is St. John 6 and verse 66. From that time, many of his disciples went back and walked no more with him. Then said Yahawashi unto the 12, will ye also go away? Then Simon Peter answered him, Lord, to whom shall we go?
Yep. To whom shall we? Yeah, where the hell we gonna go?
Yeah. Thou hast the words of eternal life.
Yeah, this is what you want to be. This is what you want to be in. And we got that mind state.
Oh yeah. What the fuck we gonna turn to?
Yeah, you are the truth. No, hey, we got the mindset of hey, this is all we got.
Yeah.
This is all we got. I don't not once think about like turning back and let me go try to find something. There ain't nothing else.
Right. Yeah. And if shit that demon hops on you, man, rebuke the shit out that.
Fast, pray
You
it
know,
off.
hell yeah, shit. You know, go and have a deep prayer. You know, and ask the Lord to remove that. You know, if you do, I mean, you're supposed to rebuke it. As soon as it comes in, shit, rebuke that shit.
And that type of spirit comes from not being focused.
Right.
You don't want to dwindle in something. You don't want to test the waters. It's like you had these dudes back then when I was in Jersey with the Men of Valor brothers. You know what I'm saying? And they dabbed into the 70 missing verses shit, which is stupid. Now y'all confused. Dude gonna say, oh well, I feel like I have to go back and relearn.
Damn.
Because I don't know if my elders had taught me what you was talking about, the apostles. So you went back for what?
Shit.
There ain't nothing else, man. Stay on the path. That comes from not being focused. Trying to, like you said, Genesis, trying to get new breakdowns of things. Just stick with the milk, man. Stick with what you know.
Yeah, huh?
Those are the things that are going to make you wise unto salvation. But you got everybody want to be the man.
Yeah, that's all it is. Step aside, apostles. That's why Alizé he got what he got.
Yeah.
You know, and he said, "Hey, step down, Apostle Har. It's time for you to retire." He basically said. So with that being said, it's like who's gonna take his spot? And of course, the chief high priest.
And nigga, we ain't following you or
Hell
your
no.
breakdown. Yeah, right. Like you about to take over, and nigga, get the hell out of here.
Oh hell, guerrilla Hebrew. That's
yeah.
what the fuck he wanted.
We ain't gonna
You
be
know?
in the fucking crowds talking about some. Oh man, that dude, he's styling right now. Nah, like that lady, you looking good.
Oh yeah,
gorilla.
huh?
We
Shit,
ain't on that bad one. We ain't no goddamn groupies, man.
Verse 69, and we believe that thou art, and we believe and are sure that thou art the Hamashiach, the Son of the living power.
Yeah, so they understood. Where the hell else we gonna go? We know who you are.
Yeah.
You gonna give us eternal life.
Ooh, that's right.
That's the word you speaking. So that's the same mind state we have.
That's right.
I ain't going nowhere. Oh, hey, like that Muslim dude that was at the house trying to give me that goddamn paper.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brother, we gotta know the fuck we not.
Hell no.
We ain't shit. We ain't nothing. We're not. Hey, I don't want your goddamn paper. We ain't brothers.
Take your bean pie.
Take your bean pie, take your bean soda. In the kingdom, yeah, we'll be brothers when we all on the same monster. You never seen that movie? I'm gonna get you, sucker. She was like, you want some bean soda, bean tea, bean ice cream? I was like, they were making fun of Muslims.
Oh,
Yeah, they were making fun
right.
of. Well, he was a Black Panther type Muslim.
Oh, right, okay.
They were making fun of him.
That's funny.
And then he tried the bean soda, he spit it out.
Back in St. Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 45. Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his Lord hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season?
Because you have faithful and wise servants out here that are doing as commanded by the Lord. So then who is that?
Blessed is the servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Doing what? Man, that shit's so loud.
That's a waste of taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, just roaming around the streets. Like, what the fuck? Ain't even nothing going on.
But they got a little like SUV, like a small one like that one,
Yeah.
where they could like, cause they're basically paramedics.
Yeah.
They be sometimes first to the scene.
Yeah.
But it'd be a big ass truck like that.
Taking forever to get here.
Yeah, man.
Read that over again.
Yeah. This is St. Matthew 24 and verse 46. Blessed is that servant whom his Lord, when he cometh, shall find so doing.
Yep. Can you hold that and get that in Luke? Occupy till I come. So blessed is that servant that when the Lord, when he reveals himself, you shall find him doing what? The will of the Lord, presenting his body as a living sacrifice. Don't you brothers know that when you come out to the streets, the highways and byways, and you present your body as a living sacrifice, all right, that you're shedding off sins, man? The scriptures talk about how charity covereth the multitude of sins. That's what this is. We're charitable to the brothers. So we're knocking down, what weighs us down.
These are fruits.
Yeah.
I heard a brother say, fruits doesn't always have to necessarily mean, like people that are coming in.
Yeah.
It's also, like you just said, that shedding off of the old man, right? Having better qualities about yourself, having a state of change of mind, different habits that you used to have. Sure, they may not be breaking the law, but, they could hinder your growth, and you shut that shit off.
Yep.
And even, like this is a sacrifice.
Yeah.
And like you said, man, this is a charitable work.
Yep. And your tree is your page. Your fruit is what? The videos that you do. That's the fruit. That's the fruit that's on your tree.
And going back to the parable of Yahawashi when he came to that fig. The fig tree. He said, you ain't never gonna grow no more. And that was like the talent being taken away.
Yeah.
Because you just sitting there lollygag. Yeah, come on, I'ma like the video.
You ain't got no fruit on your tree. You're useless. So the Lord told it to wither away. Get out of here. You're useless. Right. And that's what a lot of through the Spirit, make sure throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? You got lessons lined up, even if you got to revisit a lesson you did before.
Oh yeah.
That's why you keep it in your notes. It's not ain't no fault if you go and you redo a lesson you did a year ago.
Yeah, you could expound on it.
Yeah.
And like, oh, look, I found this scripture and it means this. It could add on to the point from over there.
Yeah. And
it's just you adding on to it because now your mind has matured and you know more scriptures. And you're making another point.
That's right.
That's the awesomeness about these scriptures, man. It's always adding onto it. It's always new understanding that comes with it, but I should say a broadened understanding, not a new understanding.
And you might revisit a lesson. You might have new brothers on your page that might need to hear it.
Yeah. This is St. Luke chapter 19 and verse 13, and he called his 10.
Peter Griffin looking at
This guy I missed him.
Weirdo.
It says St. Luke 19 and verse 13, and he called his 10 servants and delivered them 10 pounds and said unto them, occupy till I come.
Occupy till I come. Can you look that word?
Oh yeah, I was gonna look it up right now.
And that's what we're doing. When you're occupied, meaning like an occupation. This is an occupation. When you go to a job, your occupation, you might be a clerk. You might be a loader. You're occupying All right, that's your occupation basically. That's what you're doing to earn your check. So that's what we're doing to store up our treasures in heaven.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we're doing.
Shit, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this one.
Strong's G 4231. Pragmatumai.
Pragmatumai. It's it means to be, like you said, to be occupied in anything, to carry on a business, to carry on the business of a banker or trader. Woo!
Hey, didn't the Lord say, I'm about my Father's business?
Yeah, I was just gonna get that.
Oh, that's the spirit. Bring that out. Because this is, ultimately, this is a business. Okay? This is a business. That's why Yahawashi referred to that parable as the parable of the talents. Because this is a business. And them talents, all right, you use that talent to invest, all right, to make the business grow.
This is standing in the book of St. Luke, chapter 2 and verse 49. And he said unto them, this is Yahawashi when he was 12 years old, a man. It says, how is it, it's like it, St. Luke 2 and verse 49. And he said unto them, how is it, it's like it, how is it that ye sought me? Wist ye not that I must be about my Father's business?
And that's the same mindset we got.
Yeah.
That's why when people, what you doing? Say, oh, you doing this, that? Like, look, man, I got anything after, I do what I got to do with it, and that's up. But other than that, when it comes to us doing the will of the Lord is priority. Oh, man, you want to go here? No, we got a set time. You know what I'm saying? Me and a brother pick me up at the same time every day. So if it's nothing before that or after, then shit, it is what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we're about Yahawah Shemashah's business. He commanded us to do the work of the Lord, go out there, and teach the people on the highways and byways.
Right.
And that's what we're doing.
Whether they hear, whether they will forbear.
Yep.
Because at the end of the day, man, shit, we're doing this for our salvation and also for those that are eager to listen and want to learn.
Yep.
Back in
Hey, this spot cool, man, because we ain't got to deal with the mosquitoes. I was just thinking about that.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That river, that spot riverside, that river was having goddamn mosquitoes.
Oh right, because it's that little, it's just like a pond.
Yeah.
So it's just stagnant water. And summer is here, you know, basically. And that's when the motherfuckers just, they laying eggs. Back in St. Matthew 24 and verse 47.
Gotta get us a couple of hand mics so they can catch them.
Right.
They was making mosquito burgers.
Verse 47, it says, verily I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods.
Ruler over all his goods, the kingdom of heaven. But that's only to the faithful and wise servants.
Ooh, that's right. Just like Apostle Peter has told to Yahawashi, hey man, we done gave up everything. You know, we done gave up wives and houses and, you know, job opportunities. And truly, you know, brothers have done so that.
Yeah.
You know, oh shit, well, I go out on Saturdays, you know. Well, I can't work this one. You know, this woman, she ain't good for me.
Yeah.
You know, let me cut her off. You know, and you know, my family. Oh, you know, each Saturday, you know, we have a little family cookout. You know, well, you didn't get, look, 144 right there. Some people gave that up, right? And that's why it says he told them, well, you're gonna get that 100-fold, right? You're gonna have, man. That's like a little some on the side of eternal life that Yahawashi is granting to, you know, the nation of Israel, starting with the elect first.
Yep.
Continuing, it says, verse 48, but and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my Lord delayeth his coming.
That's the apostles talked about when the year 2000 came.
Oh, right.
A lot of dudes fell out. And then you also got dudes that, you know, their faith is starting to wither away because they don't have no endurance. They start making a few videos. You start seeing their videos of 5 minutes, 6 minutes. And you got the one dudes that I was talking about. Their camp is only an hour and they got like 8 men.
Yeah,
That's a nice picture. You know, there's 8 men and these dudes doing a 59-minute camp.
Right.
And that's not being petty. You know what I'm saying? You be fervent. Let us have at least 6 brothers. Man, you're gonna say, hey, we're gonna be right here, y'all brothers.
Yeah, down
you
the
know,
street,
go down the street, and y'all over there.
Let's sew in the block up.
Mm-hmm.
St. Matthew 24 and verse 49, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants and to eat and drink with the drunken.
Talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the land of coming of the Lord. And y'all still in that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that Hebrew Israelite, I used to be in that, man. That shit is whack now. That shit is whack. You know?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got out of it.
Yeah, the Lord took that away.
That's smiting, eating, drinking, talking shit, smiting his fellow servants. I'm not talking about beating us up, it's talking shit. We had a dude do that. He came up, man. I used to be in that Israelite stuff, but and then he tried to debate with us. Bro, if you don't walk your turning back head ass down the street, he ain't dealing with you. Ain't no used to be. You're an Israelite by bloodline.
Right. He's a traitor.
Yeah.
Shit, it's a time of war. In Esau's kingdom, in a time of war, what do you do to someone who commits treason? I mean, fucking kill him.
Yeah.
So the Lord's gonna kill you.
That's right.
Verse 50, the Lord of that servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him.
Yeah, you're gonna be sitting down. Dude might have started back eating pork. You're gonna be eating a goddamn McRib. You might be playing some video games. You know what I'm saying? You might be how can I say? You might be whatever that you might be committing adultery. You might be doing just some wicked ass shit.
In the act.
Yep, in the act. And the Lord gonna make his second debut. Shit gonna pop off.
And in an hour that he is not aware of.
Yep. And that's what's going to happen when the Lord comes back. All you people that are not of the truth, he's going to come in an hour that you least expect. Because you Christians think you're looking for the Lord to come back. You ain't looking for the Lord to come back. I ain't heard not once in the years now when a Christian has came up to brothers talking about something. I can't wait for the Lord to come back. Because they in it for the wrong reason. They in for that feel-good doctrine. That I'm going to hype myself up. I'm going to get that feel-good. Oh, I felt good today at church. Meanwhile, throughout Monday through Saturday, you're a goddamn demon.
Right.
Especially you women, Monday through Saturday. You work these jobs. All right, and then Friday, Saturday, you go out and you slut out. Then you go to church on Sundays. And the pastor puts his hand on you a couple times. But even at that, you dress like whores.
yeah, tight ass skirts.
Tight skirts, because you're trying to catch a nigga in the church. That's all the church is.
Yeah.
You know, it's a social dating thing. You know how they have them little buildings that you can go and you can click up to meet people to date. That's all the church is.
Right.
A pulpit, a pimped out place because the pastor's pimping out these chicks. Harlot house. A place of money and a place of social dating.
Yeah.
That's all the church is.
Oh yeah, when I used to go to the church, the few times that I went, it was, hey, some beautiful women in there.
Little chicks,
You get little skirts and shit. I'll teach you, God.
That's like Greyhound mix, though.
Word, that shit is
That's
strange.
like weird. Yeah, it's a Greyhound mix.
I don't forget about the weird. I wouldn't buy them.
No, hell no. You're not chilling in my house.
Nope. Verse 51, and shall cut him asunder and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth.
Yeah, because if you turn around, you are a hypocrite.
Yeah.
If you look back, you put your hand to the plow and you look back, you're considered a hypocrite. So the Lord's going. Can you get Luke 9:62? And then we can go to that. We can end it off with Amos 8.
Okay. Oh, you said Luke 9:62.
Yeah. Putting the hand to the plow and then looking back. You ain't fit. You wasn't fit for the race. It's a thing of mind endurance.
Oh yeah, and that's where it's at. Because shit, you could. It's. I used to run. I was did a little marathon, triathlon when I was young, and bro, that shit it takes conditioning. Not only that, but also mental strength. because you want to give up. Fuck your body. That's the scripture. The flesh is weak, but the spirit is willing. You know, but you have to, like the brother stated, man, is continue exercising your spirit, reading. If you ain't reading, watch videos. If you're not watching videos, shit, you could also listen to audio scriptures.
Audio, yeah.
You know, you could just stay in the spirit, man.
Do video.
Do a video. Hell yeah, man. It's just works. So that way, you know, your head is above water. You know, you don't want to be, you know, because shit, the Lord gives us a little safety little thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And as long as, you know, we're putting we're feeding, like I said, 2 wolves. I forget how the saying goes, but the stronger wolf is gonna be the one you feed.
You changed that
You know
doctrine
what
up,
I'm
man? You ain't changed it up yet?
What?
You didn't change that doctrine up? It's still the same doctrine, man?
No, the truth never changes.
All right,
It never
man.
changes.
You need to, though.
Yeah, you see,
That dude is a fool.
hell yeah.
He's a character.
He's gonna die. This is St. Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. It says, and Yahawashi said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow.
So if you've been doing the work, if you've done the work, then you better keep doing it.
Right.
Don't turn back and don't let time slip by to where it's a huge gap.
Ooh, yeah.
Because you had like the apostles got on that dude Panaf from Fopi. Motherfucker that did a disappearing act for years on end and reappeared, and now he's supposed to be this elder guy that has wisdom. But then when he came back, because you dab and you see what Israel, you know, it's like a community thing. You dab and you see what Israel's talking about. This dude saying that the Issacharites over here aren't the tribe of Issachar. Then he said that Israel never passed through the river Euphrates, where we read about in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. So this dude he's all bugged out. Why? Because he didn't continue in the things that he has learned. So that's what happens. So you find yourself being more separated, and the Lord just takes away what you had.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure it had to have been a time where he believed that the Israelites passed through the river Euphrates in the scriptures. Because the Lord said that he stilled the waters. All right, he calmed the waters so that Israel could have safe passage through.
And you had dudes from the Wi-Fi that followed him.
Yeah.
I remember it was a dude, I used to watch them. And it was a dude, I mean, he was going off. The dude had fucking dreads, though. So, I mean, what do you expect from just a dreadhead? And now it's only blacks. That's why I call them fucking black demons. Black demon Israelites. You know, because shit, hey, man, fuck you, man. Shit, trying to take the kingdom away from us.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a very big thing with also the Native Americans. You know, well, black people are Native Americans. Man, shut your ass up, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Hey, and I'm some advice for you brothers out there, man. Don't follow no nigga that got dreads.
Oh yeah. That's like following IUIC.
Mm-hmm.
A motherfucker talking about, you know, oh, I got my locks like Samson. Hey, that's okay. You know, the automatic go to jail.
If you see a nigga reading the Bible, talking about he a Hebrew Israelite that got dreads, you know what I'm saying? Hey, no problem, sis. Shalom, shalom.
How you guys doing?
What's going on, man?
Cool.
Hey, shalom, sis.
Shalom.
Hey, you know, every time, you know, we be out here. The water for support.
Yeah, man. Shalom.
Yeah, you know, hey, if you see a nigga talking about he an Israelite and he reading the Bible and he got dreads, man, don't follow him.
Yeah, run away. Go the opposite way.
Yeah, run.
Don't look back. Run.
A sprint, do a 100-yard dash the other
Right.
way.
They got that song by Capadonna. He said, run. So I'll read it from the top again. St. Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. And Yahawashi said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow and looking back is fit for the kingdom of the Most High.
Yeah, because this is not a sprint. This is a cross country race. So that means your spirit wasn't fit. If you look back, your spirit wasn't fit to continue to run, endure in this race. Ecclesiastes talks about it, and Apostle Paul reiterated the race in the book of Hebrews. Okay? So we could get that Amos 8 and close it out.
Okay. This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread.
Yeah, because when you think of famine, you think of a shortage of food or scarce food,
Yeah.
which that's going to happen over here. But this is not that famine that it's talking about.
Nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
And that's going, hey, it's going to be a day where you wake up to where YouTube ain't going to be accessible. Facebook, they already did the TikTok shit. Y'all cried about it. Y'all lucky that the Lord allowed that to go back. But that was just a prelude of that. That's going to be a prelude. That was a prelude of the famine of the word coming. And look how much control they have to where they can just shut it off.
Yeah, and also you got WHO who's now making, certain guidelines because we're known as conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
Right. So now, if it doesn't align to the World Health Organization or the WEF guidelines, then don't post that, because you had that dude, some fucking guy. He one thing he said, we have to gain access to basically to false narratives. The dude that had said, we are the masters of the Jews are the masters of the universe.
Yeah.
Because he was speaking about how generation these guys right now, like I think it's Generation X, Z,
Yeah.
Generation Z, right? Is that they're losing the battle against information.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do? Because now everybody's catching up to the hypocrisy of the small hats.
Yep.
So they were saying, shit, we got to curb that. And they already have the laws and legislations, and as time goes by, I used to hear brothers that they had like chats on YouTube.
Yeah.
So that way you could like chat, I'm in this part, well, shit, where you at? I'm 30 minutes out, like that.
Yeah.
They removed that, like you always mention the lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit gets like harder, and you got to go through just more hurdles.
Then also too, you are shadow banning.
Oh yeah, right. Shadow banning, and how much more when fuck it, just do away with the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because dealing with those small hats, they easily cover up their tracks. That's why anti-Semitism was a major thing, because they were trying to set bros up to say we're anti-small hatters.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's all it is. We're not anti-Shemitic because we are the Shemitics. Okay? We stem from a Shem. Okay? So how can we be anti-Semitic? That don't make no sense. They were trying to set brothers up, create a narrative to demonize us. They don't like, which we don't like you. We don't care. But we're not dumb. We're not going to get the ministry blamed and get some spray paint anti-Semitism and Yahawashi on the wall.
And the little Z's.
Yeah. Then you had then also too you had it to where Esau was setting up brothers. You had that girl. I think did she kill somebody or she killed herself? If something happened to where they try to blame it on brothers. She was reading the Hebrew. She had a Hebrew book. Like Esau, you sloppy, bro. You mad sloppy. We know you're going to demonize us, but the way that you're going to have to do it. It's going to have to be something far out that we can't even control.
Yeah.
Because you can't just go to a camp and then, those guys, it's mad camps out here. But you know what's going to happen, though? I guarantee you, ISUPK is going to be a vessel used to blame the ministry for something. Because the way they doing that pepper spray and that fucking, that fighting shit, they're going to be, the Lord, something's going to happen with ISUPK. They're going to do something to get the whole Israelite ministry blamed, man.
Yeah.
I just feel it, bro, because they're off, and they're training. Like, what are you training like that for? Are you training like that for when riots pop off? You can go out there and do some shit. It's just mad off.
Yeah, because remember putting the little spiritual little things together. The videos that they were showing was in Columbus, Ohio, or somewhere in Ohio, right? And that's where a big uptick of neo-Nazis is at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now we're just putting the little spiritual pieces together through the spirit, seeing, okay, well, you got Esau rising up over here, and you got Jacob on this side. you know, doing all this dumb shit. And one of their little like what's their like mottos or like sayings? No cowards.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
ISUPK, home of no cowards.
Home of the no cowards, right? But then y'all gonna bitch up when Esau, you know, gets to shoot y'all with like some DWs or, you know, some fucking who knows, man.
Yeah, TOS. Gonna terminate your asses on the site.
Please have mercy. And Esau Edom, he's a sadist. That shit, he's a weirdo, so you know that's gonna turn him on. Bang. You know, motherfucker, blow your brains out.
We finally got them, those Israelites. We couldn't get them on the tube.
All right.
We got them out here. Hey. Lord said, wait upon him. So if you go out there to riots, hey, Esau, it's gonna be a green light for him to do whatever he wants to you.
Yeah, you'll be justified.
We don't be out there protesting with these BLM motherfuckers, or if a Jake died, we ain't about to be out here looting. We wasn't out there looting and going to stores and breaking into shit. We wasn't doing that shit. Stealing mad iPhones from T-Mobile.
What the fuck for?
We was in the crib chilling, watching it all go down. Eating popcorn.
Yeah. You had Sakari, remember, with the Mexicans and shit?
Oh yeah.
Out there, man, fuck them.
Idiots, man. These are our people. And you look at them Issacharites ain't jack y'all up.
Or also you had a Wi-Fi. They were getting into it with the Palestinians. There were bottles getting thrown at them. The cops had to come and save them. You know, getting like hit with fucking poles. And then you had I think it was the Pull-Up Boys or Chief Ephraim, one of them.
Yeah.
He was like, man, we gotta go and support our brothers. What the fuck for?
Right.
Just shake the dust out. Hey, Ishmael, he's known as a wild man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's gonna do what it do. That's his spirit, man.
Yeah, they wanna create their own righteousness.
Oh right.
Like in the Maccabees with the elephant.
Oh yeah, he got squished or something.
Yeah, he thought it was the king's elephant. He just slid under it, cut it, and motherfucking squished his ass. Yeah, your own righteousness, man. You gonna get your ass whooped.
All right, out in a blaze of glory.
That's exactly what that is. Because he was told to wait. He was told to wait for Judas Maccabees. Judas Maccabees told him to wait. He wanted to create his own righteousness.
Yeah, shit. Oh, it even said that. You know, he wanted a name for himself.
For himself, yep.
That's whack. Back in Amos 8 and verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east.
We believe that that's going to happen. This is the most valuable piece of information on the planet Earth. If you don't got access to this, you ain't going to know what's going on out here. So it's going to come to a point in time where those dudes with those long, you going to know what it is. Y'all going to be so scared, you going to call it right. You ain't going to call it dresses. You go, where the dude with those garments at? You going to get it right in that day.
Majestic garments.
You know, the dude, they be wearing the long garments, because you niggas be talking shit, calling us, you guys wearing dresses.
Right.
But in that day, you going to be looking for us, and you going to get it right. Where the dudes with those garments? You know, the long garments that they be wearing?
With the fringes and the border of blue, they going to have that shit. They're going to have that to the T.
To the T, yeah, you going to know every detail. Yeah, you got the Indian on it, you know what I mean? Y'all going to have it down.
Because you had a Jake came up to some brothers out there. I think it was Tampa. Bro, he's a Jake, you know, real piece of shit, man. He was like narrating on his comment. He's like, yeah, I kicked them signs. And he got real specific. I hate God. I hate the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Bro, I was thinking to myself, like, what the fuck, man? That's why, we ain't gonna cry when we gonna applaud. Hell yeah. Put more hell on them. Bring it, Lord. Because, man, you think about, our people are the worst. They come up against us. He was kicking signs, you know, making fun of the brothers' garments, like you had said. Oh, it looks like they went to Joann's, some fiber store, and just threw it away, hey, man. You know?
And if we did?
So the fuck what? we did.
Right. Where the fuck else you get fabric from? You get fabric at Walmart too, stupid?
Well, you see, he was just, talking shit. Because, Jake is a professional shit talker, man.
Yeah.
He loves to, it says something like, it's like a sport to him or something like that. You know? Because Jake, they be roasting on each other. Now, how much more, try to be funny with the Lord? Well, you just became an enemy of the Lord.
That's right. You're going to get roasted.
Yeah, right. Amos, continuing in verse 8 and 12, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
I could imagine them running. Where them dudes at? They used to be right here.
Right.
And wherever the Lord have us, that's where he has us. Lord could be like, hey, y'all cool, y'all good, y'all, you know, y'all did the work. It's time, because it's going to be the Lord that hides these words from y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
The Lord can have us, put us in a position to where we can't get over here. Y'all don't know. Hey, it's going to be roadblocks. Like it says, you know, you ain't going to be able to go from city to city. So that's what's coming up. So, hey, right now, hey, you better get it while it's hot. You better get it while you can.
And shall
And
find
we not
it.
playing. That's what, like, we laughing about it, but we not playing. The Lord ain't
Right,
playing.
right.
It's just funny to us because we see that really happening. The Lord's not playing.
Man. C19. That was a big eye opener too.
Oh, yeah.
They had it to where you couldn't congregate. I think more than like 6 or like 5 or some small number.
Yep.
That was beautiful because the Lord had it to where the word is spread out even more. You know.
Yep. We was going to parks to prophesy, going across. You know what I'm saying? Our camps was narrowed down to just going to a local park or going somewhere to sit down on the bench and do a camp.
Hey, and that's like John the Baptist. He went out, you know, and that's the byways to people that you gotta be out in the street, hey man. That you just nitpicking now.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, because hey man, that spirit of just nitpicking. Hey, the scriptures talk about hey, if that's not your servant, don't fucking what does that got to do with you? You know what I'm saying? Why you worrying about another? Like they say in school, man, it's a worry about yourself first. You know?
That's right. That's right.
It says, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and shall not find it.
That's the days we heading into. It's going to be unaccessible, like the brother said. Like we said, in the days of Noah. Y'all going to be that spiritual ark is closing.
Right.
And that's the doors of mercy. That ark that Noah went into, that was mercy upon him and his household.
Yeah.
Upon the animals that were in the ark. Okay, so this ark that we're in right now, the spiritual ark, is mercy, and it's fastly closing. It's closing more now than ever. We almost done with our course.
Ooh, that's right. It says, verse 13, and in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst.
Y'all gonna be out here looking.
Yeah.
Because this word is known as water.
Water, yep.
Okay, so y'all gonna be out here looking, and y'all ain't gonna your thirst ain't gonna be able to be quenched.
Yeah. That Muslim shit ain't gonna save you. Catholicism ain't gonna save you. Because they're gonna be, they have, what's the term is, the term is, clergy response team. That's the term. Clergy response team, meaning that of course they're 501c3, so they're gonna be pushing, hey, you go take a C-hip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're all being told what to say, what to do, and they set people up so that way they have that agenda already, and they're gonna be telling people, hey, well, go to your nearest C-hip center and take it.
Yeah.
If you want to live, God said, God doesn't want. God doesn't want you to starve.
Right.
Right? Hey, but you see, they got blood on their hands.
Right. So, after this truck, and that's right. So, hey, we see through the spirit that what we covered, hey, the missiles, being a watchman.
Okay, I'm trying
I'm saying the family of the word coming, looking back.
I am.
You know, occupying yourself till the Lord comes. These are essential things that we talk about to give warning to Israel, even the brothers that's watching. We're not just out here just one scripture. We're not out to debate like these other groups do. They love that shit. Me personally, I can care less about debating with somebody. Yeah. I would defend the gospel. I care less about debating with somebody. Because we ain't got shit to prove.
Yeah. Either you believe it or not. We gonna see at the end. Because lo, a prophet has been among them. You're gonna say, oh God, Lee, it's true what they're saying.
Yep. That's right. All right, so that concludes this week's camp. Lord willing, it was edifying to the hopeful elect. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rachakodash,
Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawah,
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawashi.
Double honors to our apostles at Great Millstone who will wear to tell us his truth. Peace and love and blessings, salutations to you, Akim. That's part of the Bahasham, the house of David. To you few sincere sisters that watch and support, shalom to you also. May your households be blessed. Lord willing, that this week's camp was edifying to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, we do a live stream tomorrow, edifying live stream, through the Spirit or throughout the week. But with that, we're going to say shalom. Baba Ball.
That's right, Baba Ball.